download the app or go to betparks.com. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER, the official partner of the Sixers playoffs. The Sixers playoffs may become harem-scarum later on tonight. Bob Cooney gets us caught up.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's corner.
Yeah, you know, I think we talked about this a little bit yesterday. And this is a big subject, and I'm not saying this lightly, nor am I saying it in a way that I want something to happen. But with his comments yesterday that we're going to get into a little bit later and everything that is going on this year, I'm starting to lean towards that I'd be surprised if Doc Rivers is back as the coach next year.
Whoa. Okay, that's bold.
And whose choice?
And beautiful.
Yeah, what's that?
And whose choice is that?
Yeah, whose choice
I think his. I do. I don't like the comments that he came out with last week, you know, the pop thing, not last week, but the pop thing, and then going off on reporters. And I was down there the other night and talking to a lot of people, and I said, God, I remember a different Doc Rivers. When I was covering the league, he was so affable. And I'm not saying he's not. And look, he could have a beef with a couple of the reporters and just not get along. But he hasn't seemed like and I put this in air quotes, normal Doc Rivers to me. And then yesterday he came out defending, you know, why he hasn't been good in playoffs when he gets leads and all of those things.
Actually incorrect on a lot of it.
He was. And like, it's almost that like he's out to prove his point. Like, why do I have to prove myself to you guys? I know what I am. You guys need to know what I am too. Look, it's an outsider looking in, but I just don't think he may like the relationship with Philadelphia as much as we would have liked him to. And again, I'm just putting this out there because we were talking about, I think we were talking about it a little bit yesterday, Jay. It might have been the three of us or whatever. I just really wonder whether he likes it. Now, look, if this goes on to a championship run, he can say, hey, I got it, I'm out. If they lose in this first round, maybe it's not his choice.
I gotta tell you, though, year two, screw this. I'm tired of this. Doc Rivers is becoming with Ben Simmons.
No. See, that's not what I want to portray here.
No, I'm just saying, though, but is he getting frustrated with things? He's obviously frustrated with things. For God's sakes, it's a job, and you're being paid top dollar to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe not liking how things are going. Maybe not. Come on. Toughen up, Buttercup.
Well, that's exactly what I didn't want to say. So I'm not saying that, yeah, he's... But look, you can go somewhere and take a job. I don't care what it is. Like, and after a year or two, say, man, this just isn't it for me.
Stop looking at me, Bob.
I'm not saying it's a quitting attitude, whatever. Look, sometimes we all take jobs and it just doesn't work, and we look somewhere else. I'm keeping a real close eye on this. I'm just wondering because, and I could be totally wrong, but I'm starting to lean a little bit that way.
That's not the way, and again, Bob, that's not the way you take it and you presented it. It's the way I take it, though. Get out the world's smallest violin and freaking play it all day long. You're like there's obvious frustration with this man. And there's obvious, let me quote my resume to you to try to quell my critics. Coach, if you're going to do the resume game, actually display the resume as it exists. You were factually incorrect on 3 different points you made. To me, that's unacceptable. Like, I mean, first of all, why are you quoting me your resume? Just go win some damn basketball games. Get this team into the next round. It's everything's drama with this group. It's a dramatic organization.
And it doesn't lead with Doc Rivers. Organization is exactly right, John. It's been strange since I was back covering them when this leadership group or ownership group took over, with the hiding of injuries, with the not being honest of things that are going on. It's just been a big fog that kind of surrounds this organization. And does it lead to what happens on the basketball court? Maybe. I don't know. But I'm really going to keep a sharp eye on this.
Pat, too harsh on my part, or
No, I think a lot of people, media members and fans alike, when you blow, you know, like, let's hypothetically say a 20-point lead and you have the coach getting his back up and defensive and giving you his resume, it's annoying. Do I blame the coach in that sense? No, I'd probably react in a similar fashion, but it's still, like, we as the fans don't want to hear it. Now, in that In that instance, though, nothing that he says is going to make you feel better because he just blew another lead. But I don't think your reaction, John, was too harsh.
I'm so tired.
I would say this. If it does happen, I don't think John's reaction is too harsh.
Okay.
I'm just putting out there that I'm keeping an eye on it, and I'm leaning towards maybe it'll happen. So if it does, your reaction we should replay if he should leave.
Hey, thanks to Vince and everybody at Philly Sports Trips. Our friends at Chicky and Peach, your Philly sports headquarters, proud partner of the Eagles. Philly Pretzel Factory, the official salt pretzel of the Philly sports fan. You got Window Nation. If you need windows, doors, siding, and more, visit windownation.com or call 866-90-NATION. Our friends at Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in ED and low testosterone, and the all-new Bet Parks app. You got to be in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. It's sleek, it's easy to use. You will absolutely love it.
And shout out to Dante at the Chickies at the airport.
What's up, Dante?
Yeah, that's awesome. Taking care of us. Great dude. Great to meet him.
He came up clutch.
With one of our YouTubers.
Yeah,
Which is now live, by the way. It's up.
He gets in at 4 in the morning at Chickies.
Okay,
And his first thought is, let me listen to these guys.
what are you going to do at 4 in the morning at Chickies?
Well, so I actually
Lobsters don't catch
I asked that
themselves,
question.
John.
So
What, you're telling me Dante is out, he's down like on the waterfront?
He's at the Schuylkill catching
He's catching
the
lobsters?
lobsters and the crabs.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay, Dante, I apologize.
And he has to catch them for, I think, 5 different Chickies locations in the airport.
Yeah.
They also have a Chickies here that I got to hit up because Chickies and Pete's are everywhere.
Chickies in Vegas.
But yeah, he's got to catch the lobsters, the crabs, and he's got to make the fries for 5 different
Where are they
locations.
going over to Lake Mead?
He wouldn't tell me.
They had to put on the emergency pumps for Lake Mead yesterday because the water is so down. The water has just been, they've had the terrible drought for the last few years. That doesn't mean that Coach is a little concerned. Coach, you will be able to take your 20-minute shower later today. But it just means that they're trying to conserve water out here. So, Jamie, anything you can do?
I feel like they're always trying to conserve water.
Anything? Well, they have to.
It is the desert.
Because they built and built and
Well,
built.
maybe you should have thought about that before you built and built.
That's what I would suggest.
Hey, who's got the water?
Everybody here at the Wynn, though, they've got water everywhere.
Crap, I knew I forgot something.
And they've got fantastic water. So it really is nice. It was fun coming out yesterday. I meet a young man on the plane, and Matt was sitting next to me. Matt is an engineering student. And now he's not a former engineering student. He won a contest and won $50,000. And he says, I said, tell me about it. So he pulls it up on his computer and is able to show me. He's an engineering student. And he finished in 3rd place nationally in a project where you had to come up with an idea as an engineer to make some existing industry better. He got $50,000 from the airline industry.
Really?
Does he want to load planes back to front?
Almost.
Oh,
Does he want to put?
Because I said to him, and he said, nope. He came up with a system where the gangplank, like that takes you from the airport terminal to the plane, it can extend out so you would so everyone enters the plane from the rear. So when you're in first class or whatever, you enter the plane from the rear and you move all the way to the front of the plane where you're not ever holding up.
Love it.
And they actually had a space, and I didn't know this. They had a space where in the airline industry where they actually have like fake fuselages and fake seating and they go through stuff for training and everything. It saved 10 minutes and 35 seconds on boarding.
I never understood why it was not done that way.
Yeah, but the thing is, though,
That's interesting to do it from
but
the
the thing is, though, everybody, the people have said, "Oh, why don't you do it from the back?" You can't do it from the back because people are a-holes, and they bring too much luggage on. So if you let the back of the plane board first, your cheapest paying passengers are the ones who would then have their bags on board, and your first class people and everything like who pay the most would be like, "Oh, we can get on, we can't get our bags on." So they can't do that.
No, I disagree with that.
Yeah, I think
you have the people there that make it clear you can't put your bags.
Yeah, but they don't do that. You know that.
No,
they
but
let the guy
can.
walk in with like 3 bags coming
but they
down.
can. I mean, it's very easy to go, "Sir, you can't put your bags."
Yeah, but it's easier to just have people go in the back of the plane, and then when they exit the plane, the gangplank goes to the front of the plane.
I can't get over the fact that this guy finised 3rd and got
$50,000.
What did the first place guy get? If he got $50K for 3rd,
It was something about diabetic. One of them was a diabetic monitor that improved the diabetes monitors that you wear, that made them like a half the size as far as the width.
Okay.
So, and you're talking about college kids are able to come up with this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's our
amazing.
future.
You know, we
Thank
did
God.
so the college kids are listening right now. We are not offering you any kind of money to come and just say, hey, I think it would be better if Egan did this. We're not doing the same thing. But we
How about
always
the
love
parking at Philly Airport, Jamie? You think that should get improved?
Oh, my
or-
gosh.
I do, Bob.
It's
Okay.
terrible.
I have some thoughts on it.
Probably save us a half hour. Like it.
Save
You're
that,
dramatic about 9
Save
minutes.
that for the next hour because it is absolutely
9
freaking
minutes.
ridiculous.
Half hour.
Absolutely
Jamie.
ridiculous. The
Horrible.
second half of the John Kincade Show comes your way live from the Wynn in Las Vegas. It is draft day. We're getting closer and closer. In fact, we are now just 12 hours and some minutes away from the Eagles draft beginning tonight. It's the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. You know, with Mother's Day almost here, there's still time to get the best gift for Mom. And you're not going to go get grocery store flowers. She will know that you did it, and you will look like a slacker. Get her a 24-karat gold dip rose from Steven Singer Jewelers. His brand new creamsicle color is absolutely amazing. You know, Mom's always looking out for you, so why are you not looking out for her? Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. You will absolutely love it. You're going to get free shipping. It's preserved. It's guaranteed to last a lifetime. 24-karat gold, light peach petals. You can create one of the other colors, too, if you find one that maybe your wife would prefer more. They start at just $59. And with free shipping and delivery guaranteed for Mother's Day, this takes you running into the local grocery store to get her flowers. Again, Mom understands you're being a slacker. Tell Mom this year you cared. You went to Steven Singer Jewelers, and you said, Steven, hook up Mom. She deserves it. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell him John Kincade sent you.
This is the John Kincade Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's Cuz. Springtime, the perfect time to get the team at Luciano Roofing out to your house and finally replace that leaky roof that's been battered by wind, by winter weather. Replace those drafty windows that aren't energy efficient, that end up jacking up your monthly bills. Don't trust just any company that does a roof, that maybe does a window. Trust Anthony and the true roofing and exterior experts at Luciano Roofing and Exteriors. The only roofing and windows expert that I trust. Anthony Luciano, his team, one of the few roofers in Montgomery, Chester, Delaware counties that has earned the prestigious honor of CertainTeed 5-star select shingle master. That means for you, the best warranty in the business, 50 years from the manufacturer, 25 years on the expert install. Check out their hundreds of 5-star Google reviews. Anthony Luciano will explain your options, give you the peace of mind that you're dealing with the best. PARoofPros.com or 610-265-ROOF. That's 610-265-ROOF. The Luciano Roofing and Exteriors, the Shingle Master.
Verizon knows you need internet speeds you can rely on at a price you can trust. Switch to Verizon Fios, the 100% fiber optic network with upload speeds up to 25 times faster than cable and internet plans with no surprises. Enjoy gaming with ultra-low lag, streaming your favorite shows and movies, and video chatting to stay connected with your friends and family. All with no hidden fees and no expiring promo prices. Plans start at just $39.99 per month with autopay. That's right, faster speed and reliability costs less than you think. No surprises, no caveats, just the 100% fiber optic network and 100% price transparency. That's Verizon Fios. Call 1-800-VERIZON to switch today. February 23rd, 2022 speed claim based on Fios gigabit connection max upload speeds of 880 megabits per second versus 35 megabits per second advertised upload speeds for Xfinity Gigabit, Spectrum Internet Gig, and Optimum 1 Gig plans. $15 per month router charge, $99 setup fee, and terms may apply.
Slipping and falling due to snow, ice, a cracked sidewalk, or even a wet floor is no joke and can cause serious injury. Let Philly Slip and Fall Guys get you back on your feet. Keith Koski and his team of attorneys are the Philly Slip and Fall Guys and have over 30 years of experience fighting for you. They know how to get the results you deserve. Give them a call if you've had a fall. Go to PhillySlipandFallGuys.com. That's PhillySlipandFallGuys.com.
We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home, and My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
DQ presents Picture this. You stand before the awe-inspiring new signature stack burger menu at DQ and your mouth wonders, where have you been all my life? That's 5 taste bud tempting cheeseburgers with 100% real seasoned beef. You peek at the loaded A1 stack burger with 2 premium sauces. Then the flamethrower stack burger with tongue-tingling jalapeno bacon. Then you realize moments like these are exactly why we have the DQ signature stack burger menu. DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
Hey, it's Cuz. You heard me talking about my new boots from Brunt Workwear. Insanely comfortable, big-time durable. Man, they look good. Brunt sells their no BS work boots directly to hard-working Americans without the 50% markup of other boot brands. The best price with comfort and quality. I didn't have to break these babies in. Go to BruntWorkwear.com. Use code Philly. Get $10 off your first order. That's code Philly. BruntWorkwear.com. Brunt Workwear, the tools that you wear.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done. And you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Cuz. Sixers playoff time. The absolute best. And big news with the Sixers and BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. 2 of the best brands taking it a step further for the playoffs. BetParks proud to be the official presenting partner of the Sixers playoffs. BetParks, the only casino and sportsbook app I recommend. Check out the Win for All promo from the Sixers and the all-new BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. Download the app or go to BetParks.com. Here come your Philadelphia 76ers. Got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem, call 800-GAMBLER.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3. Walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.
Hey, College Ave student loans, they're thinking of you parents out there. Your kids who are waiting for the last day to make their college decision, the pressure of decision day. If you're comparing financial and aid letters and you're thinking about how you're going to pay for college, I know it can be very stressful. That's why I would recommend to you that you go to collegeav.com now before your child makes the choice. They can sit with you and go through this process. They take the stress out of paying for college with these private student loans that are going to fit your family's personal budget and goals. I promise you it's going to make you relax about what it's going to cost. But I want you to do the exercise together with your student. You try College Ave's student loan calculator. You see what a future loan's going to look like. You talk about how it's going to make it work for you and your family. Plus, you can enter your student to win a $1,000 monthly scholarship. CollegeAv.com is a better student loan experience. You're going to breathe easier, and there's no purchase necessary to enter the college scholarship contest. So I want you to see official rules for details at collegeav.com. You got to understand what it's going to cost. Take the stress out of the process. College Ave will take care of it for you. Go to collegeav.com.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now back to the John Kincade Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
8 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show. Brought to you by our friends at Martin Law. They are the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. And you are like 5 minutes away from Jamie Lynch's final exam. Jamie has done player profiles on this draft. Jamie has done his mock drafts for the last 4 weeks. And he's about to put, not pen to paper, but voice to microphone, to share with you what he thinks is going to go down tonight. And Jamie, folks will then flock to 97.5thefanatic.com to try to win what?
$250 from my friends over at PropSwap. Download the PropSwap app. Check out PropSwap.com. You'll find the best odds in the country. So just go there. So a lot of people are guaranteed to beat me. You beat me the best, $250. Boom. Easy.
I think you're selling yourself short.
It's just really
Not
hard.
necessarily.
Bob and I were just walking to get a coffee, and we were
coffee.
just okay. Did I say?
What was that?
Coffee talk.
What was that? Talk amongst yourselves. I'm verklempt.
Coffee
Seriously.
talk. Coffee talk.
Coffee.
And we both kind of settled on. I'd be perfectly happy if they stay put at 15 and 18.
Oh, I hate you both.
Because I think it's rich in talent. 10 through 20 is like we said earlier. Usually by 12, it's kind of like starting to fade. This year's draft, I feel like, goes pretty strong through 20.
I think you two are starting to fade. It's 5 in the morning, and I think the value is not. Look, there are a lot of nice things you can buy at 15 to 18.
Yes.
But they're not as nice. It's like the stores on this row. Where did you go just get your bottle of water and your coffee? You didn't get it where they have the beautiful bags and those things that, when you'll go and buy one of your Lulu Lala hoodies later for like $700. That's a different store and it's a different product.
Yeah, but the comfort is great.
Well, so are you looking for comfort tonight? Or are you looking for impact? Are you looking for something that's going to push this organization?
But comfort, it can be impact.
They built for speed or comfort.
All right, who are your players, Sean? We talked about this the other day a little bit. If I'm moving up, Sauce Gardner was my guy because
Absolutely.
the Eagles aren't getting in the top 5. I'm pretty confident.
I'm pretty confident.
We all
Seems
are,
like
right?
he's a top 5 guy now.
He might be a top 5 guy. So take that out of the equation. The Eagles aren't getting in the top 5. And my guy Sauce Gardner's gone. Who are you moving up for that you really want?
Well, you know who I want.
I know you want Kyle Hamilton.
I want Kyle Hamilton, the safety, and I want this team to finally fix safety that has been a problem for a greater part of a decade. I want a guy plug and play, NFL ready, played at a big-time school in a big-time level, and had games against big-time opponents.
All right.
That's where I'm looking at. And I also want guys who played at Alabama and Georgia.
Okay.
I do not want to hear about we're going out to the West Coast, Pat. None of that crap.
It's a little too specific.
I don't want Pac-12 guys. I don't want guys who are laying on the beach on their off day. I want someone who's in Tuscaloosa or Athens, Georgia, where you're going to the damn gym.
All right, so if they stay, though, and they get a Jordan Davis and a Jameson Williams.
Oh, I will be giddy at that point.
That could happen.
But I don't trust it, Bob.
All right, Jordan Davis and a Treylon Burks.
I don't want Treylon Burks.
All right, all right.
Okay, by the way, I'm allowed to...
Devin Lloyd and Jordan Davis. Like, you know what I mean?
Two defenses?
I think...
This offense sucked last year.
But you want to move up to get a defensive guy, too.
But I also want a wide receiver.
But if they go Pickens in the second round, I think you're okay.
Okay, yeah, but the thing is, it's one of the things.
See, this is the great thing about the draft.
Is it? Can I get? I know I can go get one of those guys. If I'll give up a third round pick, or I know I can go get one of those guys. I'm going to sit here like if they don't get a wide receiver tonight. To me, I'm going to be saying, what do you got to do to move up in the second round to make sure you get one of the premier guys?
Yeah, but I think those guys are there. I think there's one football
Don't
to go
tell
around.
me to look.
There's one football on the offense. You're primarily a running offense right now with Jalen Hurts. I don't know if the need is there as bad as we might think it is. There's a couple factors. I think they like Quez Watkins more than a lot of people think they do. Not saying he's a true 2, but I'm just saying maybe you can wait till round 2 for the wide receiver. Maybe not. We'll see. But, I think the defense still has a missing starting safety, a cornerback, and I do think the Fletcher Cox restructuring was just a 1 year, and then we're cutting all cords. So I do think there's a need there, if there's value at D tackle, to go get your future Fletcher Cox.
If Andy Reid sits at 28, I'm telling you, George Pickens may be his pick.
They need a wide receiver.
He'll turn George Pickens into a guy making $80 million.
And he doesn't have a problem taking guys maybe with a couple character issues, here
Why
and
do
there.
you say that? Andy's had some success, obviously, with Tyreek Hill, but
he had it all in Kansas City.
Mecole
with wide
Hardman
receiver.
hasn't turned into a stud. I mean, the idea that Andy Reid is the wide receiver
Mecole Hardman,
whisperer.
though, absolutely, is a guy who has overperformed where he was drafted.
I disagree. Wasn't he a first or second round pick?
I thought he was third.
He was a second round pick, I think. I think he was in the
we
J.J.
gotta check that
Arcega-Whiteside.
If only we had a machine.
I think he went
that
one
we
pick
could
ahead of
use.
J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Yeah, I'll go to Bing.com. I'll rock a Bing. No problem.
Hey,
He was drafted second round, pick 56.
And who went 57?
Second 56.
I don't have the whole draft. I just have
Okay,
one.
Pat, now you're really causing
could be. I bring this up because I think J.J. Arcega-Whiteside went.
57 was J.J. Arcega-Whiteside.
Oh,
I
geez.
see.
Keep him out of your mouth.
I
It's
know
like Beetlejuice.
football.
It's like Beetlejuice. You don't say his
You
name.
guys sit there and make fun of me, but I know ball.
And then DK Metcalf at 64.
You do.
I know ball.
Hey, we thank everybody at Philly Sports Trips for being a part of our trip out here to the NFL Draft.
I'm a football guy.
Of course, Chickies and Pete's, your Philly sports headquarters, proud partner of the Eagles. Philly Pretzel Factory, the official salt pretzel, the Philly sports fan. Window Nation. You need windows, doors, siding, and more. Go to windownation.com. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in ED and low testosterone, and the all-new Bet Parks app in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Get that $750 risk-free bet just for dropping my last name. That's all you got to do. Just put Kincade in. Jamie, the stage is yours, and the pressure now falls directly on your shoulders.
He's legitimately nervous.
I'm ready.
The NFL Draft starts on Thursday, April 28th. Who will the
That's
bird
today.
select? With his mock draft.
Nerds.
Here's Jamie
You
Lynch.
guys are so cute. You guys are adorable.
Hey,
Well,
guys.
and here's Jamie.
I'm going to start calling you guys Felix and Oscar.
Yeah, Bob and I were just
Wait a
walking
minute. He's the sports writer. That could work.
Yeah, we were just walking to get coffee, and I was going,
Coffee.
"Man,
What is this?
Coffee talk.
When did you become-
Us girls just talking some football.
Yes.
It's a really hard top 10 to predict. I do think there's going to be some stabs at quarterbacks taken earlier than most think. So I took a chance here in my top 12. I'm going to buzz through the top like 12 or 13 here real quick.
Okay.
But I'm not going to waste time and play all the sounders. Number 1, Jags, I have Trayvon Walker going there. Number 2, the Lions, I have Aiden Hutchinson. The Texans at number 3 take Iguanu, the tackle. I think when you need so much help, it's good to start with the line. The Jets, I think they want Zach Wilson to have a true number 1. I think they're going to take Garrett Wilson as the first wide receiver off the board. The Giants, this is going to pain me, are going to get Evan Neal and shore up a tackle position. Carolina, Matt Rule, he's up against the gun here. He needs a quarterback in a bad way. I think he's going to take a shot with Malik Willis at number 6. Number 7, Sauce Gardner. Now, this pains me because the Giants would have then Evan Neal and Sauce Gardner, and that is an absolute grand slam of a draft.
Yeah, it is.
That is.
I would be kind of ticked. Number 8, John, your old town. I think they are very happy that Kayvon Thibodeau slips to them at number 8, and they take him, and they don't think
And
twice
they'll
about
manage
it.
to ruin his career, I promise you.
Number 9, the Jets, I think, go offensive tackle, much like their counterpart at MetLife Stadium, and then take Charles Cross. Number 10, here's one of the stabs I'm taking. Seattle takes Kenny Pickett.
Wow.
I just don't think Pete Carroll wants to mess around with Drew Lock for the back part of his career. I think he's going to take a shot at it. Washington takes Chris Olave, the wide receiver from Ohio State. Minnesota takes Kyle Hamilton, the safety linebacker hybrid freakazoid, which will pain me because at that point I would want the Eagles to go possibly get him. 13, the Houston Texans select Derek Stingley, cornerback from LSU. And now that it's close to the Eagles.
Just think for a second. Some of the names that came off your board, I'm a little pissed. But I like your picks. I think you made very good picks. But I'm pissed if the Eagles sat right in where they are and some of those names came off the board. I'm going to be pissed tomorrow morning.
Sure.
If they didn't move up and get them.
And it's 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, just warning you.
Yes, and now we're at Baltimore at 14, and we're going to hand it over to the commissioner.
With the 14th pick in the NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select
Jermaine Johnson, defensive end from Florida State.
Man.
I think a lot of people think this kid's got a real shot to be one of the best DNs in this draft, and it just feels like a Ravens type of pick where you go, Jermaine Johnson, really? And then the kid ends up being like a 12-year starter for them and goes into the Ravens Ring of Honor and all that. They just develop guys really well down in Baltimore.
He's another guy I wouldn't care if the Eagles win.
I would love if they got Jermaine Johnson.
I don't believe he's going to be there that late, but who knows?
Yeah. All right, the Birds are on the clock at 15.
with the 15th pick in the NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select.
They officially stamped themselves as the Tuscaloosa of the North in the wide receiver room and take Jamison Williams, wide receiver from the University of Alabama.
Okay, I'd be really excited.
I just think it's too much to pass up. The possibility of him and Devontae in a room for possibly 10 years together, I mean, that could be franchise altering.
Could you pay them both after their rookie contracts, though?
Depends. If they'd have to perform.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, probably not long term.
But still, if you get 5 years out of them.
Yeah,
it'd be
if you get
great,
the 5 years, that's
Sure.
a good run. All right, Commish, number 16.
With the 16th pick in the NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select
Drake London, wide receiver from USC. there's a lot of talk that he's going to go like top 6 or 7 now.
You don't believe it?
I don't buy it for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I'm way off here.
And I don't give a damn what they do as long as if you got your wide receiver, who cares if they take another one?
Yeah, I agree. He looks like the guy to me that's the biggest smokescreen of all the things that I've read.
Kind of, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Plus, he
feeling I
sounds
get.
like a character from The Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah.
Drake London.
And I feel like the Saints
really does.
he does. I think they want to, up that wide receiver room because there's salary implications that are coming up pretty quick on them.
And
number 17, Kamish.
With the 17th pick in the NFL draft, the Los Angeles Chargers select
Trevor Penning, offensive tackle.
Smart move.
I just think I haven't moved from them taking him
Smart
yet.
move.
Yeah, you just got to get Herbert protection as much as you can. And finally, at pick number 18, the Philadelphia Eagles select.
with the 18th pick in the NFL draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select
Jordan Davis, defensive tackle from Georgia. If he's there, there's no chance they pass on him at 18. Will he fall that far?
18, though.
I know it doesn't sound like it's a spot that he falls that far, but there's so many good players. If the quarterback run happens, you're going to get a good player at 18.
And if you don't take Jameson Williams at 15, your draft board, you just said, then Jameson Williams would be on the board. Someone's going to grab him at 16.
Yeah.
Well, you have the
can't
Saints
pass on
grabbing
that.
Drake London.
Right, you
so
can't. And if Jameson Williams and Drake London are on the board, I think they're taking Jameson Williams.
Yeah, and I think the Saints are praying the Eagles pass on Jameson Williams there.
Wow.
So, all right, say good.
Teams.
So, Pat, I disagree with you. Jamie puts a lot of work into this, and he's pretty smart.
Dude, he did it on the toilet.
I didn't realize that.
Well, Pat, that was the story between me.
Was that like fine-tuning?
Oh, I'm sorry I threw you under the bus. How does it feel?
Oh, yeah.
Et tu, Brute?
Yeah.
There was a little bit of that.
But thanks to our friends throughout this process, North Bend Mazda for sponsoring the profiles. Obviously, Prop Swap, head to 97.5 The Fanatic. Beat the bro, $250 could come to you. It was a lot of fun doing this. Look, I'm not a draft expert. I'm a draft nerd. I love this stuff. I'd be doing it.
You're just a nerd. You don't have to put the draft
I love the draft. I really do. So this is fun for me. It's been a joy to do. And if I end up being right with Jameson Williams and Jordan Davis, I think Philadelphia is dancing in the streets.
I don't think I'm going to bed tonight.
Yeah.
If those are the two picks, I think I will just stay up.
Yeah.
I'll
but
play
you
blackjack
can't stay
all
up
night.
and hang with me.
No,
sure.
because you want to watch the
whatever.
Phillies game. You want to watch a regular season Phillies game. I'm on 4 hours sleep.
I've never seen
But
somebody
last
so.
night you're not going.
I've never seen someone so jacked for game 19.
Yeah, but I would have
of
slept 4 more
162.
hours. By the way, the weather right now in Jamaica, it's great in Vegas, but the weather in Jamaica is warm and sunny. Call your travel agent or go to visitjamaica.com to learn more. Let's go. Well, I mean, maybe the next trip will be to Jamaica.
That'd be nice.
Coach, maybe we can go to Jamaica?
Grussman.
He's
dying,
not
man.
going to
Only,
Jamaica?
only Grussman would go, oh, paradise? No.
Why would I want to go there?
Out.
Can
I'm
I
not
go to
doing there. There's sand and it's hot.
Can I go to Gomorrah?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grussman's like, why don't we do road shows to Detroit?
Oh, Kabul, Afghanistan? I'll go to that one.
Yeah, why aren't we there?
Did you have room delivery?
Belarus? Why
Seriously.
not?
As long as I have an internet connection, I don't care if I'm in Beirut.
Dude, what is wrong with you?
Grussman, something hurt you.
Be less like
I
you
think it's because you
sometimes.
work. I think it's the overexposure to Peter and Stan show. You've lived in the radio silver spoon of a legendary, the legendary Peter and Stan show that just it spoiled you, and now we get you up at 3 a.m. I mean, come on, you'd be more enthusiastic if you were hanging with Peter and Stan.
There's no drunk 50-year-old slamming the
Seriously.
table right now. I mean,
Well,
we're-
I
we're-
could be that guy if you want me to be,
Could.
Pat. I mean, all we have to
maybe.
do is ask.
Jamie, I think you did a great job with that.
Thank you.
Now, what does
That is
everybody
good.
do though?
Yeah, head to 97.5 The Fanatic. Look for my dumb face up there on one of the headers. Brought to you by Prop Swap. Just fill out. All you have to do is the 5 picks in between 15, 16, 17. Yeah, the 4 picks there. And you get 2 of them right, you're probably going to win. I mean, if I get 1 right in those picks, I'll be pretty happy because, like we said, it's because of the quarter. Usually you get a better idea because of the quarterbacks are kind of set in stone. They're the pieces that everybody knows where they're going. This year you don't, and it affects so much. It's chaos, but it's fun.
I don't think you should call your face dumb.
and we will be
You want to call
Agree
it like
with that,
misshaped?
No, I think it's joyous. I think he has a
Large.
joyous face.
It is a joyous face. It's large.
A large
I'll be
dome.
posting Jamie's
It's like a
mock.
Thanksgiving float.
It's a big nugget. Yeah, there's no.
Put that there.
I'll be posting Jamie's mock draft
There we go.
in probably like 10 minutes.
We appreciate
for anyone
y'all.
who missed it.
Bob wants to get some percentages from us, though, on the draft. And now that we've gone through Jamie's process, this actually adds a little bit more to the conversation.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see how you guys really feel because we've done names, we've done positions and all that. But if we get to the crux of it, these are the questions I really wanted to ask you. I want your percentage, the three of you, on these. The percentage that after tonight, the Eagles disappoint. What is your percentage on that?
10%. 10. I'm feeling really good.
It's the Eagles, and it's the first round. So I can't rule out anything less than 25%.
Okay.
Pat?
Yeah, I'll give about 30 to 35. This team hurts me.
Wow.
And
you guys have been wounded.
I use the analogy all the time, but it's a good one. The Charlie Brown with the football.
Okay.
I'm running full steam ahead right now, and I think that there's a chance that the Eagles pull the football away.
I would have saw you more as a Lucy. The person pulling. You're the person who pulls the football away.
Yeah, I was about to say, if we're being technical, I'm a Linus.
Oh,
he's
you're
a Linus.
Yeah,
I got my comfort blanket.
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But,
that'll be you at breakfast
for the
later.
sake of analogies, I'll say,
I only have it at 5%.
And I put 10.
Yeah, so I don't think.
Okay.
All right, Eagles will please you tonight. Percentage that the Eagles will please you. And it doesn't have to exactly match up that they'll disappoint you.
85%.
All right, John's at 85.
I'm feeling good.
James?
I'll go 80.
Okay. Pat?
I'll go 90.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put it on the table. I'll
That's
go 90.
good. Howie, are you listening?
Yeah, I was.
Well, I don't know. We could go to his suite and go see him.
I went.
He's at the Bellagio.
I went 85% also, same as John. Eagles go offense with first pick.
25%.
All right, John's at 25%, even though he wants that wide receiver.
I do.
Jamie?
Even though Jameson Williams is my pick, I'm still going to keep it a low.
Because this is what you think.
Yeah.
What you think.
If Jameson Williams is there, I don't think they overthink it. It's just, does he fall that far? I'll go 30%.
Pat?
I will go 23%.
23.
I love that.
It's getting very exact.
Yeah. I'm going 15%.
Drew Carey's not here.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying you're playing Price is Right with
Chance that the Eagles go defense first round.
Oh,
not with the first pick?
rather. I'm sorry.
I'll go 75%.
Okay. James?
Yeah, I went 30, so I'll go 70% here.
Pat?
There you go.
I will go 84%.
It's a good number.
Now you're just a nudge.
Yeah, I'm going 95%.
Damn right I am.
Yeah, I'm going 95%. All right, that the Eagles draft offense and defense in the first round. What is your percentage of that? We'll start with John Kincade.
80.
So that means you feel pretty strongly they're going to keep 2 first-round picks.
I do think they're going to take 2 first-round picks.
All right, James?
That it's 1-1?
Yeah, that you get an offense and a defense.
That's what I think it's going to be. I'll go 70% there.
Okay, Pat?
I will go 48%.
It's a good number.
I love it.
Thanks, James.
I'm going low. I'm going 25%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you do believe we could end up with that none... I do believe, though, 100%, the Eagles will not pick at 15 and they will not pick at 18.
But you still think they will get 2 first-round picks?
Yes. And I really smell the Andy Reid thing, and that could just be, Andy's lunch from yesterday that I'm getting a whiff of. I don't know what it is, but I do think that there are some teams that want to move up to that could potentially be involved in that.
Yeah.
So I think Howie's open for business, and I believe they're moving up.
Yeah.
And I hope they're moving up.
It's interesting. The reason I put it at 25% of them getting an offense and defense, if they hold on to both, I think they might go 2 defense. I'm wondering if they're going to hold on to both. I wonder if they move up and then move back into a second round, pick up a 1 for next year. I wonder if they'll only have 1 pick in the first.
There is one thing that was pointed out is yesterday, NFL Network in the afternoon said that their consensus from their insiders was that most teams had the average was 18.5 guys with first-round grades.
Yeah, that's a good number.
So that really puts the Eagles in a prime spot.
Yeah.
That people are going to want to get into that area.
I do think it's going to be relatively hard to screw this up.
Oh,
okay.
Don't say that.
But that's why I put it at 25% because I can never rule it out.
Yeah,
no, you can't.
Please don't say
But
that.
I do think they're relatively safe.
Do we try to send Howie a little breakfast or something?
A little fruit, a fruit edible arrangement.
I got friends at the. Wait a minute. You want Howie stoned for the draft?
No, not that edible. Like the edible arrangement.
What? Wait a minute. I said I know the guy who runs edible arrangements.
Oh, okay.
We could maybe do it. So we're sending Howie an edible arrangement?
Yeah, some pineapple and cantaloupe.
I thought you were saying an edibles arrangement.
Get your
which you
mind
can
out
get
of the
here.
gutter.
We get there. We don't want Howie stoned tonight. We don't. No, Bob, we don't.
Maybe it'll bring him clarity.
Let's say, like, could it be? I mean, like, what's the worst
I'm
that can
totally
happen?
against it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let's try it out.
We say that now.
I mean, I think we're having a pretty good show today, and
You say that now
with
with
stripping balls.
With pick 18, they picked the punt god.
By the way, Howie is willing to get stoned and watch the Phillies with Bob while we nap.
There you go.
Oh, cool.
So,
Howie, bring it,
So you
buddy.
and Howie can hang out. Well, that'd be great if, like, Howie came and, like, watched with us. Hey, Howie, your own flagship station isn't here in Vegas with you. We are. I'm just saying. We're here for you. We're Eagles fans. We're here. Just saying. You might want to hang with us.
John
It's just a
throwing
thought.
bombs.
It's just a thought.
He's at
Attaboy.
Spirit Rhino
It's
right
just
now.
a
He's not
thought.
listening.
Hey, yeah, he's rolling in from that.
He's with Mercedes.
There is a dangerous road that Doc Rivers once walked, and he didn't get hit by a truck on it. We'll talk about it next. The 8:30 segment of the John Kincade Show is coming your way next on 97.5 The Fanatic. You got to get the new Bet Parks Casino and Sportsbook app. It's got you covered for everything you potentially could be looking for. And if I told you I was going to give you a free bet for $750, would you take me up on it? Absolutely risk-free. Well, I'm not taking you up on it. The Bet Parks is footing the bill. But you are going to risk-free put it out there. So if you bet 50 on your first bet, 100 on your first bet, 750 on your first bet, it is going to be an option for you. You can't lose. It's going to be refunded to you in site credit should you not come out victorious. But you sound pretty smart to me, so I'm thinking you're going to be able to figure it out. The Sixers in action tonight, 1-point favorites. I don't like that line. So know what you do? You get the Bet Parks app if you're in Pennsylvania or New Jersey, and you manipulate the line, and you make it to a line that you want it. You literally take your finger, put it on the slider, change it to 2, change it to where Toronto's getting point. You give away more points, whatever it is. Work it out. You get a better deal, and it tells you your odds, and you can place any bet you want. You cannot do that in the sports books here in Vegas. You can do it there, though, on the Park Sportsbook app. You got to be in 21 and in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Be sure to use the promo code Kincade to get the $750 risk-free bet. If you have a gambling problem, I implore you to call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the John Kincade Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Here's Joel through a double. Oh, man, are you kidding me? A ferocious slam by Embiid.
Sixers, Raptors, round 1, game 6. Tonight at 7 on your home for 76ers playoff basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and voice for $35 each a month when you buy both with a 2-year agreement. Or ask how to get up to a $700 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Requires enrollment in automatic payments and paperless billing. Prepaid card offer ends 5/22/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business customers only. Limited to Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and 1 voice line. Early termination fee applies. Equipment installation taxes and fees extra and subject to change during and after term agreement. May not be combined with other offers. Most innovative company based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award.
Hey, it's Cuz. Springtime, the perfect time to get the team at Laundromat Roofing out to your house and finally replace that leaky roof that's been battered by wind, by winter weather. Replace those drafty windows that aren't energy efficient, that end up jacking up your monthly bills. Don't trust just any company that does a roof, that maybe does a window. Trust Anthony and the true roofing and exterior experts at Laundromat Roofing and Exteriors. The only roofing and windows expert that I trust. Anthony Labrusciano, his team, one of the few roofers in Montgomery, Chester, Delaware counties that has earned the prestigious honor of CertainTeed 5-star select shingle master. That means for you, the best warranty in the business, 50 years from the manufacturer, 25 years on the expert install. Check out their hundreds of 5-star Google reviews. Anthony Labrusciano will explain your options, give you the peace of mind that you're dealing with the best PARoofPros.com or 610-265-ROOF. That's 610-265-ROOF. The Bruciano Roofing and Exteriors, the Shingle Master.
Only Wendy's serves a better breakfast with a better biscuit. Our hot buttery breakfast biscuits are loaded with a fresh cracked egg, cheese, and your choice of bacon or sausage. And right now at Wendy's, they're only $1 each.
Wendy's breakfast biscuits, just $1.
So don't take a chance with those other guys. Bet your buck on a better breakfast with Wendy's bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only at participating Wendy's. Offer only applies to bacon or sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction and per person per day. Not valid in a combo.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Check it out, Limu. A roadside carnival.
Step right up, folks. Test your strength. Come see the fire-breathing baby.
Let's fan out and tell people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Look! An emu wearing sunglasses!
Limu, you're famous. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
My mom's the bomb. Her hugs are so good, there's a wait list. Her laughter is the life of the party. Her smile makes everyone smile. Everything worth knowing, I learned from her. That's why this Mother's Day, I'm heading to Hellsberg Diamonds. They have beautiful diamond pendants, gemstone rings, and more. Hellsberg makes it easy to find a gift she'll love. One that hopefully she'll pass down to me one day, along with her secret to perfect hugs. Save big on mom-worthy gifts at a Hellsberg store near you or at hellsberg.com. Hurry, Mother's Day is Sunday, May 8th.
Every dribble, every pass, and every bucket, all in the palm of your hand. Because now you can sign up and bet. No strings attached with Bet Rivers Sportsbook app featuring award-winning customer service. Live in-game bets, live player props, and live instant betting. Bucket to bucket. Don't miss out on all the big games. Get in the action with Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Download the Bet Rivers Sportsbook app today.
Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Being in business since 1975, Fred Beans has witnessed some historic events. With gas prices reaching record highs, the Fred Beans family of dealerships wants to help make things better. From now until April 30th, get a $250 gas card with your pre-owned vehicle purchase. The invasion of Ukraine has impacted us all, whether it's been personally, emotionally, or financially. Fred's always believed in doing well by doing good. That's why we're donating $50 for every used vehicle sold between now and April 30th to Ukrainian relief. See why it's better at Beans today. Online at fredbeans.com. Gas card available while supplies last. See the dealer for details. Expires 4/30/2022.
Xfinity Live, located in the Stadium District, is hosting an NFL draft party for the Eagles' 2 first-round draft picks. Presented by Bud Light, the party starts at 7 p.m. on Thursday, April 28th. Guests will enjoy $3 Bud Lights and Michelob Ultras, $5 call cocktails, signed memorabilia, live broadcasts, and more. Xfinity Live is also giving away 2 tickets to the Eagles' home opener. Visit their website for more information and to make a reservation.
We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home, and My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Hey guys, Iron Mountain Men's Health is the leader in men's sexual health. If your energy in the bedroom just isn't what you want it to be, call them today. Dr. Avidan Appel and his team specialize in the treatment of low testosterone and ED. Maybe you've tried pills and they didn't work. It's probably because you weren't given the right treatment for your specific body chemistry. At Iron Mountain Men's Health, you meet with a physician who will take the proper care in making sure you do receive the right treatment. Some patients experience results after their first visit. They offer financing for qualified customers and telehealth appointments for your convenience. So get yourself back in the game, guys, before summer begins. Set up your free consultation today at ironmountainmenshealth.com. That's ironmountainmenshealth.com, or call 215-659-3770. Tell them Bob Cooney sent you.
Now back to the John Kincade Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
We appreciate you hanging out with the John Kincade Show this morning. Those of you who stream us all day long, we love you absolutely when you take us like to the Laundromat People go to laundromats. They do. Not everybody has the washer dryer in their place.
Yeah, dude,
Grossman gives me faces. Some people go to laundromats. We're very popular with the young people. Young people love this show. They go to laundromats, Grossman. They don't all have the front loaders like you. Now, Connor, you do not go to a laundromat, young Connor.
No, I got in-house.
You have in-house.
Yeah, I'm not going
congratulations on your success.
Who has quarters anymore? When was the last time you saw a quarter?
Do you think Heavy Chevy goes to the laundromat?
No chance. His mom still does
his.
his.
Mom does his laundry?
Oh, yeah.
Chevy, that's bad luck. It's a bad.
Why?
You can't have mom do your laundry. You're a grown man.
Why can't you?
Because you're a grown man.
It gives her purpose.
Mom has. It gives
her a reason to wake up in the morning.
Seriously, what do you want her to press her apron to?
No, I just
when she made you fresh squeezed lemonade.
You know, you don't want her puttering around the house, just wondering when it's gonna all end. Like, it gives her something to do.
Olivia's like, Dad, are you ever gonna, because I at some point I want to teach, and she's like, Dad, you could bring my laundry home one day and then bring it back another day.
Yeah, you could.
I'm like,
you could do that.
I could do that. No, I'm not going to do that because it's my idea is to make you independent in life, but the way it works. I did not advocate for Doc Rivers to be hit by a truck. I did not at all.
Jeez, this went dark fast.
But Doc took a dangerous road once, and it worked for him. In fact, the only time in modern-day NBA history where the NBA champion was pushed to 7 in both rounds, in the first 2 rounds. In fact, his 7-7-6-6 in the 2008 Celtics, having to play all those games, 26, was the longest of a title winner. This was a team that got tested. He went 7 in the first round against a terrible Hawks, and he went 7 in the next round before winning a title in 6-6. Now, Doc has a little bit of a memory issue. I'm suggesting the Prevagen, the thing they show on TV with the jellyfish.
I always forget to take it.
I do, too. I always forget to pick it up at the store. But the Prevagen, I'm suggesting Doc Rivers could really use it. Because yesterday, he did the worst thing in the world. You're being questioned. Your accomplishments are being questioned. Your value to an organization or to a city is being questioned. And what did Doc Rivers do? He, pulls out the resume. Well, let me recite to you my resume. Well, Doc, next time you need a copywriter. You need to know you're prepared for that conversation. If that's the card you're going to, get it right. Doc was factually incorrect on every example that he gave. Every single time he talked about why a series was blown, he was off by a year in what happened. He said, wow, how do you think? We lost to the champions. No, you didn't. You didn't lose to the champions. You lost to a team that actually lost a round later. You didn't. Doc, if you're going to go to don't you dare look me. I'm Doc Rivers. Don't look me in the eye. Don't ask these questions. I've won an NBA title. Well, Doc, if you're going to recite your resume, get it right. Don't be somebody coming in for a job at Beasley Media and walking in and saying, well, I did afternoon drive in New York. Really? You didn't. You were in Montana. You didn't. It's George O'Leary, the old, the one-day Notre Dame coach.
Yeah.
Had a problem with this. He made up a degree from a school that didn't even exist.
Yeah.
He even had the school wrong, and then he wouldn't shake my hand. The son of a.
So that's why this is being brought up.
Shake my hand.
That's why. Yeah.
Crooked people are crooked, and then they don't like people who are righteous and tell the truth. But look, it's bottom line, Doc. If you're going to start to go to the resume card, and by the way, Bob, that's always where I think a guy's on his last legs. The minute someone starts reciting, well, wait a minute, I've had a lot of success. Let me tell you all the things that I've done. Instead of dealing with the present, they start going to the past. And then he doesn't even get it right.
Yeah, I mean, it all started back with the would you ask Pop that question, and it seems to have carried on since then. Yeah, Doc Rivers didn't want it to get here in this playoff series, certainly to the point of, oh, my God, I got to answer these questions again. But it's here. You were up 3-0. Now it's 3-2 and very good possibility if you're going to have to play a game 7. It's nowhere anyone really wanted to go. And look what we're talking about. They're going into a game 6 and we're really questioning about years past of Doc Rivers. And I'm not
because of him, by the way.
The reporters had to ask or wanted to bring it up. They brought it up and then he dove in the way he did. This is all the more reason I'm not confident tonight that they're going to win. It's all these outside things that are going on, and they're not fixing what's within. And what's within is you have to figure out how to better defense this 6'8" group of guys that are running all over you and getting to wherever they want to on the basketball court. It's writing James Harden, writing Joel Embiid. And we're talking about ghosts of playoff past. This just isn't adding up well to me.
And Jamie, when a team's in crisis, Doc Rivers is supposed to be the one who stabilizes. He's not supposed to make it about him, and he's made it about him. He's made it, and first of all...
Well, he's asked about him, and he defended himself.
Yeah, but then he goes into stuff that was factually incorrect.
Yeah, well...
How do you defend yourself with not even using real data? Because that tells me
clearly he's lied to himself and convinced himself it wasn't as historically bad as books say it is.
If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
Yeah, I think right when you're horrible at something, you
word for Cochran
on the offensive. I don't think they intended to be here, but I view it as something. Doc was kind of desperate in that press conference.
Did he sound it?
But I think the team knows he's desperate, and I really, maybe I'm just hoping, but I do think they come out with a better effort, a better performance, more focused, less turnovers. The defense can't possibly be as bad. I think Joel will stop, hopefully, moping with the injury, which, he's injured. And I think James Harden will be better because I think they see their coach struggling right there, not only for this year, but, if Doc was to do this, he's historically tarnished as the first ever to blow a 3-0 lead. He has all the 3-1 blown leads on his resume. That's a tough one to come back from. So I think the team's going to try and answer the bell for him.
Yeah, I just hope that they care.
How could they not?
But I hope that everything you just said about wanting to win for Doc because of that reason, they care. Because clearly, when teams quit on coaches, they don't. Everybody knew what Brett Brown was up against going into the playoffs, in 2020?
Yeah.
And they got swept. They were out on them. They tuned them out. They were done. And when a team is done with a coach, they don't give a rat's ass.
I don't think
about
they're
his
done
legacy.
with him, though, is my point.
I agree with you. I don't think they are either, but I guess we're going to find out, right?
You know, what keeps sticking in my head is when Jay Wright was on Mike's show earlier this week, and Jay turned the conversation towards
What the hell happened?
What John?
I just
come on, John. Three of us are trying to do a show.
Somebody Skyped me.
And you're sitting here taking phone calls from God knows who.
I don't even know who this person is.
This is live radio.
What is this?
We're not doing radio in Tuscaloosa where you can take calls on the air.
This is Big Sky Country.
Skeeter and the Wombat take calls, Pat.
So anyway,
some caller called up 610-632, didn't get through that way.
How did somebody
find
my Skype? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, but to your guys, going against your guys' point a little bit, is that when Jay Wright was on Mike Missanelli's show earlier this week, Mike changed the talk to the 76ers. And he said, how does Doc Rivers get these guys really hyped up? And Jay said, man, you're way past that point. Professional athletes hype themselves up. It's not high school. It's not even a little bit of college where you have to get them ready to go. They're professionals.
Then what happened Monday?
That's on them. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so extra motivation somewhere, somehow. Yeah, I'm always all for that. But going out to play harder because their coach was called under the bus a little bit.
No, I just think they don't want to be there. Yeah. You know what I mean? They don't want to be the first ever team to blow a 3-0 lead.
By the way, if it's
that's
3-0,
embarrassing.
Has a team done? And I didn't even look at it because I'm too afraid to look at the numbers. Has the team gone 3-0 to 3-3?
Yes.
So that has happened.
Yeah, it's a small amount of times. I did see the number. I want to say 4 times.
Oh,
or something.
jeez.
So
this is going to be awful.
I find it hard to believe they don't have pride in that locker room.
It's going to be awful if this happens.
And look, Game 7, anything can happen. We all know that. They don't want to be the first team ever in the history book. You never want to be the only team ever in the history of the league, and they all have a lot on the line here. So I think they're going to show up. I do.
We are all Bob's not. We are all very optimistic that that's what's going to happen tonight. This city will come unglued.
Well, I think one thing
will come unglued if they lose tonight.
One thing that helps their case is something you brought up a couple hours ago. The fact that he was practicing without the brace on his thumb. You hope that the worst is over it, and he can now just deal with pain tolerance.
Do you think he listened to the TNT guys?
Absolutely not. No.
He got caught. He had literally going, dude. It's the playoffs. Stop.
No, I don't think
Stop with my thumb hurts and everything. stop and take that out of your repertoire. That's got to go.
No, because
you
he's dealing with the pain and they're not.
Okay.
So, I mean, if I was
dealt with these guys know what it's like to deal with pain.
But not in that. Every injury is still, it might be the same injury, but it's different severity. So
I got you.
If I were him, I wouldn't weigh too much.
I know what I'm just going to say to you is this. Remember last spring? Oh, Joel's fighting through the injury. Oh, my gosh. He's going to need surgery when the season's done. He never needed surgery.
Yeah, I still can't get over that.
Didn't need surgery. Never took it. I'm just saying, sometimes there are those who are, when a little dramatic. When they're a little banged up, they're very dramatic. And he didn't need surgery last year, and we were told, oh, look at him battling through these playoffs. Yeah. He's going to need surgery.
I just think a key tonight is a quick start by the Sixers because of this. Your most recent memory of being on a floor over the last 90-so minutes with this Toronto team has been pretty much you getting your butt handed to you. So you go out there, and if it starts right away, that's the familiarity that you have, and it puts you back into that place of, oh, man, we're going uphill again. You have to get your memory back to, and maybe you do start with that, what you're talking about, Jamie, that they're really hyped up to do this for their coach.
For themselves, too.
For themselves, yeah.
Right.
But get themselves in that spot that you remember what games 1 and 2 were like when you played really, really well. They have to start quickly in my book.
They're going to win one for the Gipper.
See, I hate the fact that's even a storyline. This is a second-year coach. Supposed to be a Hall of Fame guy.
In the first round.
And it's already, we're talking about a first-round series, and guys, you got to do it for Doc.
No.
Bull pucky on that. I hate it.
It's as much themselves, but
I know, but I hate the storyline.
But they know Doc's reputation, and if he's getting drilled about that in practice, and they like Doc, which I believe they do.
I believe they do.
Then you're gonna.
But this city has not beaten down Doc. I have seen so many athletes, so many coaches come through this city that have dealt with 10 times. Well, look at my resume. Remember, I'll recite to you what happened in that series, and I'm wrong on it. And I'll recite to you what happened then, and I was wrong on it. That tells me this guy's shaken. Philadelphia's shaking him, and I don't understand why. Rich Kotite should never have shown his face in town.
I respect that. I respect that he stood in front of the media and lied. And
lied?
Just thought, like, there's no way they fact-checked this.
Well, they're on
like,
Bing,
that takes some, he put it on the table. That takes some swag right there.
It almost says to me, I don't give a damn about you.
It's confusing to me because you guys know how much I liked Doc Rivers as a coach and all that, and still, whatever. There's a lot of things that just seem strange about him and the surroundings of him, and that's why the subject I brought up earlier. I'm kind of leaning towards I wonder if he'll be back here next year, no matter what happens.
I'm telling you, the Prevagen.
It'd have to be his choice.
The Prevagen.
Yeah, I think there's a chance.
Just guessing.
If he's not back, I think it's he retires.
I don't think they're paying him 3 years to walk away.
No. Hey, if you're stuck on what to get your mom for Mother's Day, give her the gift of floating. With the Fanatic's deal of the week, this week only, you get one 90-minute float at Halcyon Floats for just $35. Pat, it says that she will relax, recover, and reset. How about I'll send Doc Rivers and Joel. I'll get them all loaded up. In fact, I'll cover it for all of them. If they'd all like to go to Halcyon Floats. At $35, you can't beat it. Get this deal while supplies last at 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's a great, if like hypothetically speaking, if the Sixers blow a 3-0 lead.
Oh, geez.
Or if the Eagles end up trading out of the entire first round, you could relax with Halcyon Floats. I'm living proof it can be done.
We're going to need something because this city's going to lose. It's going to lose its mind.
Yeah.
If there's a Game 7. It's going to just be.
That will be a nervous energy.
It's going to be crazy.
There's not going to be. We don't even have to worry about it.
As it's going to be crazy. So tomorrow morning, you tell me I do not have to worry about waking up to that.
I'll tell you something. We're going to roll out of bed with
our pants
off tomorrow. We're going to kick back.
I usually do.
Why?
We're going to have a cigarette.
Put pants on.
And we're just going to be loving life.
Okay.
A pack of cigarettes. You take a
$17 pack of cigarettes.
I was behind the guy in line last night. He ordered a pack of American Spirits, $17.99 in the casino.
American Spirits, wing sauce all over our face, no pants. That's
how much were the beers that you got last night for me and you before we met up?
$8.25 something. Okay. But they were the tall boys, so it wasn't bad.
I thought they were fruit smoothies for the expense report.
Ah, yes.
You screwed that one up, boys.
Yeah.
All right. By the way, you're watching Suns and Mavericks tonight too. Suns trying to close out the Pelicans,
and Booker could return.
Could
possibly.
I don't think they'll do it.
Either do I. I wouldn't do that actually. Yeah.
But the Mavericks and the Jazz. Mavericks trying to close out the Jazz. If those series both were to end, the Sixers Raptors, and if there was a Game 7 necessary, it would push it into that primetime spot.
And isn't it funny how two Villanova guys are prominent in these playoffs with Jalen Brunson and Mikal Bridges? They played really, really well. Bridges went for 31 the other night. He shot like 12 for 17 from the floor. He has, and he's
Why'd
at
you
the
have to
press
bring him up,
conference.
Bob?
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
he's at the press conference afterwards, and as humbly as you can see, he's just saying, "I just love playing with these guys. I really love my teammates." And I don't know who he was sitting with. It might have been I don't know if it was Ayton or not, but he like started patting him like, "Thanks, man. I appreciate it." Like, it was really cool to watch.
Heartwarming.
He's
It'd be
almost
nice if he
like
was
a
good,
good kid that was in your building that you drafted.
Pat, we would like to, of course, wish Villanova nothing but the best in their post-Jay Wright era.
I don't like him. No.
Jay, enjoy your retirement.
You guys are going to force
enjoy
me
retirement,
to
please,
become
Jay.
Kyle Neptune's biggest
Please,
fan.
Jay, I'm
That's
sure
fine.
Kyle Neptune looks like he's a sharp guy.
I'm telling you right now, Kyle Neptune didn't win Sixth Man of the Year in 2001. Aaron McKee did.
There you go. It's all back. There you go.
Why'd you have to go there, Pat?
Bob was suggesting that there could be an Eagle moved off the roster before the season. We're going to see that. We're going to see a veteran.
Today?
I don't know if it'll be today. You're talking about like a trade. See, I was more thinking that there would be somebody moved where
I think Andre Dillard's gone.
I was going to. All right, so that was my question.
Do you think it's today, or do you think it's a second-day trade, third-day?
Second day, maybe. I don't think it's first round.
There's
good.
no way that they trade him today. If
Why?
they trade him today,
Unless they traded back and threw Dillard in to increase the return in the second round or something. You know what I mean?
Like I don't foresee that happening. It's gonna be like the right before day 3.
Yeah, my guess is it would be Friday night, probably Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You're going to see the Eagles moved up because there's somebody they're targeting.
So, who's the biggest name on this roster right now that you could see being moved before they go to training camp?
Jamie said Dillard, then you go Rager. If you're saying name, I think Rager will go for I think Rager could go for a 6th or 7th round.
I love the headline the other day. Eagles willing to listen to offers for Jalen Rager.
Willing.
Like willing.
I'll go.
They
I'll go
call every
Fletcher.
team begging. Begging and pleading.
I'll go Fletcher Cox.
I see. I can't.
I'll tell you
the
what.
dead money.
That was the.
If they draft his replacement, I understand the dead money factor, but they fielded calls on him last year. They're actively trying to get rid of him.
But Jamie, the dead money would absolutely hamper them, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't know how they could take it on.
Yeah, I'm not fully up to date on how his new one-year deal affects the dead cap and all that.
It was still significant. I remember that. But it allows it to not be significant for 2023.
So there was one name that you guys didn't bring up that I had.
It's only 12.8 now, according to Spot Track. So
not as bad.
Not as bad.
But what could you get? What are you getting for Fletcher Cox?
I don't know.
On a one-year deal.
It would have to be a Super Bowl caliber team that was a D tackle away.
And I don't think he signed a one-year deal to be traded.
No, probably not.
So
How
I
about
wouldn't
Miles
expect
Sanders?
That. Oh, I'm open for business.
Who would trade for? I hear you on the quality.
I know the money. You have one
But
good
a
year of
1 year-
money, and then you have I don't know, but is he? You trade him, and they say we'll give you a third rounder, and
No,
in
you're not getting
return-
a third for him.
I just don't know who's trading for running backs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think you could draft a running back in the third and be just fine with it and pay him. Probably end up paying him a little less.
I think obviously the storyline is Jalen Hurts when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, but I think Miles Sanders is a big story about how they use him this year. We're going to know his future with the team, I think, with how they use him this year. And I think Kenny Gainwell is going to get a lot more play than he did last year.
So my first boss in the industry is staring me down, sitting in studio with us.
So
he got up at like
we have him to blame.
He just gave you the high sign.
He just gave me the yes. He told me I was number one. He's staring me down. It reminds me of like early in my career when he told me I could go back to the business world at any day, and it just might happen.
Yeah.
And he coached me hard, which now you guys get penalized because of the PTSD.
You're the reason he's the way he is?
That I carry. You can see Mike Thompson. Yes, you can see the legendary Mike Thompson in an ad right now. I talked about him yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
An ad for Major League Baseball right now.
That's right.
You're
an actor. Mike's an actor.
He's now an actor. And he throws the peanuts to a girl who catches them with one hand. And he goes, catch! And he yells very similar to the way you used to yell at us. Very, very similarly. Cut it out! Cut it out! He'd scream. He was a very even-tempered guy. And if you saw him in his office, and if you came in, you'd walk into the office, and if you saw him at his desk with stacks of papers in front of him, and if he touched his head or touched his forehead, you knew you were screwed. It was going to be the longest day. It was going to be the longest day of the year. And then when the boom box came out, he put the boom box on the desk.
Radio Raheem?
That was my first thought.
So you could go listen to
love and hate.
to the segment that you'd done. Now, strangely enough, he always found segments where we really sucked.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the great, like, it wasn't ever, hey, come on in, boys. I want you to hear some of your great stuff. It was always, boy, you sucked here. Do you realize, these are resumes over here. You realize how many guys would like this show? But he really coached you hard. He coached you hard. I mean, he was like the Jay Wright of radio. Very, very similar.
I might have some words for him after the show because
it's affected your life.
I have him to blame for you.
Now it affected your life.
And I'm in a bad place mentally.
See, there you go.
For the past 15 months.
There we go. All right, we have our final hour coming your way next. The only sports radio station that's here with the Eagles at the NFL Draft. Glad you're with us. The John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I know with Window Nation's spring sale going on right now, it's absolutely amazing. And you may be telling me those high heating bills you paid all winter, you know why you did? Because your windows are drafty. They stink. And when they pull up to your house, it looks like something from like a Netflix crime story. You got to update your windows. And if you say to me, John, I don't have the cash to do it right now, easy for you to say, I've got a better deal. My friends at Window Nation are going to hook you up. You buy 2 windows, you get 2 free. So if your house has 20 windows, I'll do the math, you're paying for 10. Then, no money down, no payments, no interest for 2 full years. So you got plenty of time to figure it out because you know what you're going to do? You're going to save money on your air conditioning bill the next 2 summers. You're going to save money on your heating bills the next 2 winters. And then Window Nation will say, pay up. But by then, you'll be so satisfied, you'll be like, this was a bargain. You got to do it. Go to windownation.com right now and do your window shopping. Every size, every style, every color you could potentially want from our friends at Window Nation. Then call them and make your deal at 866-90-NATION. 866-90-NATION, because Window Nation is always the perfect fit.
This is the John Kincade Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. There are a ton of reasons why guys aren't able to perform. Could be age, could be medical conditions, stress, or anxiety. Whatever it is, don't let it ruin your sex life. The chewables from BlueChew.com can make sure you're able to perform at your best every time you get the opportunity to have a little fun. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. There are no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package. It's simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code 975 at checkout. Just pay $5 for shipping. That's BlueChew.com. Promo code 975 to receive your first month free. Check them out today.
Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll? Perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aiolis, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made with fresh mozzarella just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can add fresh mozzarella to any hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa. Right now, Wawa Rewards members earn twice as fast on hoagies through May 8th.
What day is it?
It's a good day to save when you fuel up at Wawa. Get 15 cents off per gallon when you pay with the Wawa app now through May 8th. Just pull into Wawa, pull up the app, select your pump, and pay. You're ready to start fueling and start saving.
We're going to Wawa right now.
And don't forget your phone, so you can pay with the Wawa app and get 15 cents off per gallon at Wawa, now through May 8th.
You're still talking? Let's go.
Gotta have a Wawa.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security together for just $39.99 a month for 12 months with a 3-year agreement when you add Comcast Business Mobile. That's savings of $40 a month for a year. Call 1-800-501-6000 today. Offer ends 5/22/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award. Call or go online for details.
Every dribble, every pass, and every bucket, all in the palm of your hand. Because now you can sign up and bet. No strings attached with Bet Rivers Sportsbook app featuring award-winning customer service. Live in-game bets, live player props, and live instant betting. Bucket to bucket. Don't miss out on all the big games. Get in the action with Bet Rivers Sportsbook. Download the Bet Rivers Sportsbook app today.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're the one everyone looks to for answers. Come rain or shine, the job must get done. And you're the one who makes it happen. We get you, Jackie in Fresno, putting your employee safety first. And Manny in Chattanooga, whose local Granger team knows him by name. We're here for you and all the ones who get it done, with 24/7 customer support and access to product specialists to help you find what you need. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Keep up with the Philadelphia 76ers wherever you are with the 76ers official mobile app. Sponsored by Verizon. The new and improved 76ers mobile app has even more access to your favorite 76ers content, like real-time game stats, news, videos, plus access to exclusive offers, contests, and sweeps. Check out the all-new fan page where you can play games, download wallpapers, and access the Junior 76ers Kids Club. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download today by searching Philadelphia 76ers.
It's Ford Truck Month. Now's the time to get a great deal on the only trucks built Ford tough. Work or play, get after it in a new Ford F-150 or Super Duty truck. Get a Ford Maverick or get after any adventure in a Ford Ranger pickup. Take advantage of our best offers on the full Ford lineup of trucks. But you better get going. These deals won't last. Get to Ford Truck Month. Maverick has limited availability. See dealer for inventory stock.
When water strikes, call DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Water in your basement, minor leaks, or moisture on the walls could all cause major damage to your home, allow mold to grow, and even weaken the structure of your home. Call the leader in basement waterproofing, DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. They provide free consultations and foundation assessments, and just by mentioning the Mike Missinelli Show, you can save 15%. Don't let water damage ruin your home. Visit DryTechCorp.com. It's DryTech Waterproofing Solutions. Protect your investment.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let me tell you, I'm jealous of you out there. I'm jealous of you in the Delaware Valley because you get to use betting apps like BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks. You think we're in Vegas, we're enjoying life, and we are, but I miss my BetMGM app. I miss being able to make same-game parlays. I miss looking at the odds boost. On the plane ride out, I was making bets because it's just not the same being here in Vegas as opposed to being at the comfort of my house and making bets. But if you haven't hopped on BetMGM, you have to right now. The king of sportsbooks is offering a great offer for NBA fans like you out there who's probably going to be dialed into Game 6 tonight, and you might be sweating it out. You know, that parlay that you made or the live line or just the spread. You don't want to be sweating it out, right? You want to guarantee $200. The way you get it is you hop on BetMGM, either BetMGM app or BetMGM.com. And when you register, you enter the promo code PatEgan200 when you make your first bet. You place a $10 moneyline wager on any NBA playoff game. Honestly, it doesn't matter because when the first three ball goes in, you're going to end up winning $200 in free bets. It is that simple. Your friends, they're sweating out their bet. You probably cashed in within the first 3 minutes of the game. It's that easy with BetMGM. So hop on the app today, go to the website, and don't forget, when you register, you have to enter the promo code PatEgan200 to win $200 in free bets. If either team hits a 3 in the NBA playoff game that you wager on. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey and Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. All promotions subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards used to determine all free bets to site credit for bets expired within 7 days of issuance. If you're someone who knows a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Now back to the John Kincade Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Prominent guys who's ever programmed sports radio finds you very amusing, I can tell.
Unfortunately, he's not still in the business anymore.
No, he's still. Oh no, he could pick up the phone and have you in New York tomorrow.
Wait, let me get a crayon and write my resume down.
Or crown. Or crown, as Jamie says.
Crown.
I don't think he's laughing with Pat, though. I think Mike is laughing at Pat.
Do you think I care?
Okay. Well, you better care.
Oh, you better care.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Pat, he looks docile. He ain't. He maybe has mellowed a bit, but I'm not sure. Hey, we welcome you into the final hour of the John Kincade Show today. It does not feel at all like 6 a.m.
No, it doesn't.
It's 9
it feels
a.m.
like
to everybody in Philly, but I mean, it doesn't. It has been great. Grussman did a great job getting us up and running. Coach here, making sure we got everything we need. Connor and Heavy Chevy back at the studio, and Dylan.
Dylan's killing it.
Now, I'm glad we brought in Dylan to supervise Connor and Heavy Chevy because Wendy's was there today.
Oh, was it?
A week early.
What?
Wendy's showed up this morning.
And Dylan made that happen. The D train.
Dylan was the one who went to sales and said, "You think I'm coming in to float? Have some Wendy's there." We thank our friends at Wendy's.
He ran into Cowper's office and said, "Do you want to be on the tracks when the D train is chewing?"
He's
And
eating
Cowper
my
said
breakfast potatoes right now.
Yes, they probably all
And you're
are.
allowing it.
Wow.
And
Listen,
Connor
you can
went
hear
over to-
crinkle, boys. That's a Wendy's sandwich right there.
There it is. Connor went over to talk to Cowper, too, and then they were just comparing. Where'd you get those tight pants? Oh, I got my tight pants here. Where'd you get them?
Wow.
I will shut your mic
Take
off.
that, Connor.
You cannot do that, Connor. 9 o'clock hour is brought to you by the Bagster. Anthony Gargano tells you it's a dumpster in a bag. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's, and for details, go to bagster.com. All right, before we get to our little game that we're going to play on the first round tonight, and our first round suggestions as far as what we listing from 10 to 1, we're going to list the players that are available tonight that we think likelihood the Eagles take. Whoever gets the highest score tomorrow morning finds two other players come off the list. You add the two numbers together, they're going to be the winner. I just want to say one thing about Game 7 again. The 76ers can let it slip to a Game 7. And I've actually had people this morning on social media say to me, John, they still have another shot if they lose tonight. I get it. Bob's the one who thinks they're losing tonight. I think they're winning tonight. Oh, Grussman, of course, thinks they're losing.
Grussman just hates fun.
Grussman's like,
Grussman hates. He loves tax day.
I like Grussman.
Grussman used to root for world hunger.
Grussman loves I-76 traffic.
Seriously. He likes the blue route in the giant potholes. But I'm telling you this, the Sixers could let it slip to a Game 7. But it would absolutely signify to me 100%, not 99, 100, that they are not going anywhere. Game 6, though, could be stupidly enough swinging Johnny's entire mood and maybe the entire mood of a fan base. If they come out and just put it on the Raptors tonight, take control of this game, win it by 8, it's never really a sweat fest down the stretch, then all of a sudden, Johnny's coming in tomorrow morning going, man, I think they got a real shot Monday night starting that series in Miami. I feel like an absolute fool because I know that is exactly how this is going to work. If they go to a Game 7, I'm going to think they got no shot to beat Miami. If they win tonight and are decisive in doing it, I'll be like, yeah, I can see, man. I can see how they can take out Miami. I don't like riding the roller coaster as a fan base. I don't do baseball where you react after 3 games and freak out. I like where you take it in like 20, 25 game bumps, which is good if you're a Phillies fan. You figured that out. But if it gets to a Game 7, Bob, should it affect a fan's belief of what they could potentially do against Miami?
Yeah, and I hear you with if they win a nice game tonight and play well, that it'll give you more confidence going into Miami. I still, like I've done all the time, I just look within. I don't like how they've played 3 out of these 5 games.
Terrible.
At all. Even the game they won, Game 3, that might have been the worst game they played all series. And they won that game. So I just looking within, I don't like where they are. I don't like how this matchup is right now. I think their defense has been absolutely horrible. And, with Fred VanVleet going out, as I said before, I think Nick Nurse was kind of handed to him oh, my gosh, look how good this is for us. And Fred VanVleet now isn't getting beat all over the court on his one leg or bad hip, whatever, by a Tyrese Maxey or by a James Harden. So when they took that out, they actually became a better team. A win tonight, I don't feel overly confident going into Miami because I've seen such bad basketball the last 3 games.
Yeah, I kind of revert back to, and maybe foolishly at times, that great players will more often than not be great. And it's gut check time for Joel Embiid and James Harden. This is both. This is a pivotal moment in their careers and their resumes. Like, if Joel Embiid gets to a Game 7 and God forbid they loses in the first round.
Oh, it's a stain that he'll never get off his resume.
Yeah, like that's a tough one. And James Harden, if he goes out in the first round after, fleeing the Nets and their disappointment, I think there's a stink that follows him too. So I think it's gut check time for those two guys, and I think they're going to answer it. I just do. I might be wrong, but I don't envision them playing that bad 4 games in a row.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I just can't envision this team losing 4 straight games. I mean, maybe they lose tonight. I don't know, but 4 straight games, people are losing their jobs, and nobody wants that. So second round, I've always said, is the place that worries me the most. Tonight, for whatever reason, I'm real, and I shouldn't be confident.
No, we shouldn't be. But
I've had egg on my face the last 2 games. I look like an idiot, and they've made me look like an idiot, which I did a pretty good job of that myself as well. But
don't sell yourself short.
I shouldn't be confident in this team right now, and I oddly am.
Hey, the last 2 years have been devastating to kids in poverty. You can help when you sponsor a child. Use Compassion International. They need your help. Get started by texting the word radio to 97646. That's 97646. Grussman, get right on that, please. Get right on that to help out some kids in need. Let's see what Sean in Levittown has to say. Absolutely. Sean, how you feeling about Game 6 tonight? Welcome to the Fanatic. How are you, buddy?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good, man.
I honestly don't know how to feel about tonight's game. I guess I would say I'm more 50-50 than anything. Because, like Bob's alluded to, these 3 out of the 5 games, they have not played well at all.
The last 3.
I don't know what to expect tonight. I mean, they have to, obviously we need Harden and Embiid to really go off tonight, and we need that third guy, whether it be Maxey or somebody off the bench, hopefully, to do something for us as well. And our defense, we have to do something on defense. We got to get a lot of stops, and we got to do something. And I don't know how to feel. I'm hoping that they win. Obviously,
Sean, you sound like you're not going to find any joy tonight in watching this game. Am I?
I will.
That?
Don't get me wrong.
They win, we will.
Or is it going to be? Or is it going to be just? Because playoff games are supposed to be fun. You're still supposed to find some.
Are
fun.
they? They're gut wrenching. They're awful.
Thank you, Sean.
I didn't have fun the last 2 games. No, but
we're not having fun here.
Yeah, to Sean's point though, I think I get it. It's how far is this team going to go with Embiid being banged up again? Well, it's like a here we go again. That's
why I'm exhausted by
it. It's not like I'm not having fun.
I'm going to tell you, Embiid being at practice yesterday and not having the giant mummy hand or told me something. I think he was being challenged on SportsCenter. He's being challenged on the First Take shows. He's being challenged on TNT to, hey, you're hurt. We all get it. Play through the pain.
But there's the thing
I
about the
think that
NBA,
was by design.
There's a ton of injured stories about guys, Frazier, obviously, but like Isaiah Thomas.
Frazier, it's not Clyde
Toss
Frazier.
salad and scrambled eggs?
This is Pat. You did this to me.
Well, you're going to blame me for this?
Willis Reed.
You're going to throw me under the bus.
Reed. It wasn't Clyde Frazier.
You did this to me. You planted that seed
so blame
in
me
my head.
for it. Grow up.
But then Isaiah Thomas was on one leg during one of their finals runs. There's
and of course,
game.
Michael had the flu.
Yeah, the
Paul
flu game.
Pierce.
Yeah.
There's tons of these examples where guys elevate their game even while hurt or down, and it's time,
do it.
It's time for Joel Embiid to stamp his tonight.
Do it.
It's weird. Like, John, you allude to, is he listening to outside forces, and that's why he's taking the bandage off? Why aren't the Sixers ever out in front of things? It always seems like the organization is reacting to things. Toronto changed things up with the way they played by going with the line of 3. Why weren't the Sixers out in front of that? Why are the Sixers not out in front of an injury? Why is Joel Embiid not telling people, no, it's not that bad but it has to start out with, oh, it's the worst ever, and I got to go get an MRI and just to prove to you it's the worst ever. It just seems like they're always playing catch up, and I'm not.
I get you.
It's just over the last few years, and it's baffling.
I think Embiid has already had that moment though. I mean, he hit that game-winning shot.
That was his first clutch shot.
But like, I think that like we found out about the severity of the injury after the fact.
But he still had the adrenaline
He had
going.
it during. He did, but still, I mean, he hit it with a
But he's like
banged up thumb.
it's like Camille. Like it's will he survive?
Eric Camille?
Every year it's not like Eric Camille.
What other Camille?
We don't know if you know this Camille?
Who?
The sickly girl that was supposed to I don't know
Dude,
what.
put $7 in the jar.
It's not. It's an
What
old,
the hell are you talking about?
It is. No, it's not. On a
People
soap
are
opera.
literally tuning out right now.
Even Mike
because-
Thompson's questioning the Camille reference.
Like, dude,
I mean,
just
the
go
man's
to
been in the industry for a lot of years. Has
Head
no
to the
idea what
tables.
you're talking
Head
about.
to the blackjack tables.
There you
You're
go.
done here
Oh,
today.
I will be. Believe me, I'll be hitting the.
I'm making a
blackjack
pitching
table.
Did you bring your
change.
envelope with you?
I did not. I'll get that after I take my nap.
We're bringing in Skeeter and Dingo
By the way,
from the bullpen.
I got 3 hours and 48 minutes of sleep last night. So please.
Yeah.
So that means I'm going to get a little bit of a nap in.
And you have the audacity to call Joel Embiid a baby for
No,
one.
it's because you just wait.
Play
hey,
through it. Let's
hey,
make a game.
I should
Suck it up.
I'm saying I'm not going to watch the baseball game with Bob. That's
okay.
the reasoning. Hey, we thank Vince and everybody at Philly Sports Trips. Philly Sports Trips, absolutely first class, amazing experience. You will love it. Our friends at Chicky and Pete's, your Philly sports headquarters and proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Philly Pretzel Factory, the official soft pretzel of the Philly sports fan. Window Nation. For replacement windows, doors, siding, and more, visit windownation.com or call 866-90-NATION. Check out Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in ED and low testosterone, and the all-new Bet Parks app, because you want to be checking out that Bet Parks app and make sure that you have found yourself a great way to be able to take advantage of some of these fun things that are going on draft night. A lot of fun ways to be able to wager. All right, we are going to go into our little game now. All right, what we're doing is we're telling you we each put down 10 players the Eagles could select.
We didn't do game time today, so this
No,
is it, right?
This is it.
What do we win?
And what you're putting is, well, we'll see. Whoever, it's the
Skittles.
The Skittles. Yeah, we'll put the Skittles on the line. The pack of nice pack of Skittles.
Those were given to me as a gift.
Who gave you a pack?
Painting was a gift.
You
Tom.
brought
I'm
your
taking it
own
with me.
candy to Vegas. Who the hell's giving you more?
Seriously, what old man out there in the hallway is giving you candy, little boy? There.
Put it
Oh,
on the table,
he's
boys.
got his Swedish fish.
There
All right,
we go.
We listed 10 players the Eagles could select. Now, what you're going to do is you put 10 to 1.
This was harder than the mock.
This is very, very
This
hard.
was difficult, yeah.
Oh, good. Well,
After-
Bob and I are different. I had a feeling last night the nervousness I had was we're all going to have the same 10 and 9. And then it's going
I
to
don't think so.
This is cool.
Okay. I'll start with one. I have Jordan Davis as my 10-pointer. I think he's the most likely name to end up an Eagle with one of their 2 picks.
I think that's smart.
Did you put 10 for Jordan Davis?
I put 9, actually.
I have 10 for Jordan Davis.
I have 8.
Okay, good. So this is going to work out. I have Chris Olave at 9.
I don't even have him.
I don't have Olave either.
I have him at 5.
I think they like Chris Olave.
I do too. I just think he's going to be gone.
I believe Jamison Williams is the one who's going to be gone, but I don't. I hedged against Howie making an aggressive move. I put Jamison Williams at 8.
I put Jamison Williams at 10 because of the possibility. I think they like him so much they might even consider targeting him.
I have him at 9.
I have him at 6.
Okay. Then I have going down the list. I have Trent McDuffie at 7, and I don't like it.
I have it
but
at
I have
4.
it there. I have it at 7, and I don't like it because I have a feeling there may be that run on cornerbacks, and then Howie goes, "Well, we need a cornerback," and we waited, and then they go with Trent McDuffie, and I'm playing with a West Coast guy who's ordering a double soy latte before he comes to practice, and that'll drive me nuts.
And roller skating to the practice
That'll
facility
drive me
and
nuts.
listen
I have
to the Beach
McDuffie at
Boys.
5.
Okay.
Same thing. I don't really want.
You have him on your list or not?
I have him at 4.
I have
Okay.
him at 4 also, only because they didn't actually
Look at
meet
us.
with him.
There you go.
So I think he's like their breaking case of emergency cornerback.
I got Devin Lloyd at 6.
Don't
I have
even
Devin
have
Lloyd
him.
at 7.
Okay.
I don't even have him on.
You don't even have him on the list.
1979, John.
So you just assume that there will not be a linebacker.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson I have at 5, and I think Garrett Wilson will be the best wide receiver in this class.
Wow, I don't even have him on.
I don't have him on because I think he'll be gone.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
I'm betting on a slide there, okay? George Karlaftis at 4.
I have
I
him
don't
at
have him
1.
on.
I have him at 1.
Okay, I'm at 1.
Look at me and you, Pat.
Lewis
Simpatico.
Seen.
Get a room.
Lewis Seen out of Georgia, 3.
That's not even a real
Wow.
person.
Coming into the back. If they trade back,
That's not bad.
I think Seen could be the target late in the first round. He's projected now. He's been
He's
coming in
rising.
anywhere from like 27 to 33.
Yeah, watching that national championship game, he jumped out in like neon to
Yeah, he
me.
did.
He was all over the place.
Don't have him.
Don't have him either.
I don't have him either.
I got Kyle Hamilton at 2.
I got Kyle Hamilton at 3.
None?
I don't have them.
You haven't you don't think he'll ever slide to them?
This is me wishing it into existence.
Yeah.
9.
Oh, man, I love it. Well, that would be wonderful. And Derek Stingley at 1.
I have Stingley at 8.
Okay, we will do
I have Stingley at 8 also.
I don't have Stingley. I put a lot of stock into that Adam Schefter snafu that I'm probably going to get burned on.
Yeah, and it is. I also felt the same way.
I have Andrew Booth at 7, Jermaine Johnson at 5, Daxton Hill as a trade back target at 3, Drake London at 2, George Karlaftis 1. So it was funny. We didn't have a lot of the same guys.
Which is interesting because it shows you, though, Jamie, that your talking points that you've been giving us all along sort of play out.
I think cornerback is going to be a target. Defensive line is going to be a target, so I weighed those a little heavier.
I put Sauce at 2 just on the hope that they move up and get him, and I'd be the only one with him on my list, I think.
Jamie, if you were holding one of those bad picks, though.
Oh, and I wanted to sell it, I would just go to PropSwap, John, or download the free PropSwap app. Turn the hardwood into hard cash right now with the basketball playoffs. Head to PropSwap.com now.
Bob's hardwood mention from the first hour.
Let's not relive that.
Might have slipped by some of you. No pun intended.
Oh, we have it. We can replay it.
Yeah,
we don't have to. You guys just misunderstood.
In Cooney's Corner, this part of the Sixers game better be really, really good tonight.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
2 words. What has to be really good tonight for them to win? John, go.
Team defense.
Pat.
Joel Embiid.
Wow.
Passing.
That's one word, you big gomer.
No, well, yeah.
He
Passing.
said 2 words.
The passing.
The passing.
Yeah. John, I'm with you.
Team defense.
To me, it's totally about the team defense. Like, you can't. You have to have a mindset of what you're doing out there tonight. Now, are you taking away 3-point shooting? Probably not. They're not a great 3-point shooting team, Toronto isn't. But, again, you can't allow wide open 3-point shots. Okay, are you running them off of the 3-point line? If you are, that means you're feeding them in to your rim protector. Well, your rim protector better start protecting the rim as opposed to being an Olay guy that lets everybody just go in where they want because he doesn't want to risk hurting his thumb. Are you playing man? If you are, is it a help man? Is it an individual man? Are you on an island? Do you like your matchups where they are? You have to watch out. James Harden's slow of foot going against 6'8 athletes. Are you helping with him? What are you doing there? You don't have a Matisse Thybulle to bring off the bench as your supposed defensive helper. So, Tyrese Maxey, what's your matchup with a 6'8 guy at 6'2? You have to know your situational there. You also, if you go zone, it can't just be for the sake of saying, hey, go out and play a 2-3 zone. Know your matchups. Know what you're doing.
They do.
Like I said all the time, Tobias Harrison and now James Harden's on my list too. These guys don't know how to play zone. And Doc went to it in one of the games, and it worked for a little bit because Toronto missed shots. Okay, if I'm going into a zone now, I have to go to a packed-in zone. I got to read the situation. I'm going to force them to shoot outside shots tonight, Toronto. And a lot of time, momentum, when it's on your side, shots go in that usually don't go in. So maybe Anunoby or something, they start hitting threes.
No, he's going to do color analyst work tonight.
Yeah, or you know, you just have to have schematically a good defense in place and ready to adjust to how they're playing. If Toronto isn't shooting well, all right, pack it in. If they are, okay, it has to be more of a spread zone. And Joel Embiid, you got to protect that paint, and it has to be
Well, he didn't
smart.
the other night. He made no effort to either.
No, they attacked him 8 straight possessions in the third quarter there.
And he stood there and watched half of them.
Part of it was foul trouble, but part of it was the injury. I don't think he has confidence going up for blocks right now, and he can't do that. They just attacked him, and you never see that.
And as I said earlier this week, you have to learn to play with an injury. Okay, we know you have the bad thumb, so how do you change it? You're not reaching with your right hand defensively, so you have to keep a guy in the middle of your body. If they do challenge you, your normal instinct is to go up and block a shot with your dominant hand, which is his right hand. I'm telling him, Joel, as you see them coming, concentrate on jumping straight up with both hands. Straight up. If they score over you, around you, so be it. But at the same time, you're protecting, and you're also a big nuisance being there for them going to the basket, because that's what these 6'8 athletes want to do with Toronto. They want to get to the basket more than anything. Can't allow it.
I actually thought he rebounded pretty well in game, 5? I was impressed. Like, I thought he was going to be standing flat-footed and kind of waiting for the ball to come to him as he did in the first 4 games. I was impressed with his rebounding effort considering the thumb injury, but you're right. Towards the end of the game, though, it was his defensive effort was non-existent.
It was
and he was just letting guys roll by him. And maybe that was, Jamie, you brought this up, I think, yesterday. Maybe it was foul trouble, and that probably did have something to do with it. But I also think he just didn't want to really bang down low.
He didn't.
And he's got
That's unacceptable.
It is. I mean, look.
I think it's going to change, though.
I'm afraid I'm going to get hurt. They've already told you cannot injure it anymore. You cannot do any more damage to it. So all you're worried about is being in pain.
When you're getting beat by a guy named Precious, it's not a good day. I don't care
Precious.
how talented he is. It's not.
He seems like a
good
nice
day.
guy, but
I'm sure he donates to really good charities.
Well, he's Precious.
Yeah, he's.
That's why they call him that.
Must be tough being that name. But yeah, he's got to have a better defensive effort tonight.
Yeah, so there it is. Defense, I think, is by far the key to this game tonight. And it starts right away. You have to keep them below 25 and below that first quarter to set that precedent.
You're going to score amazing savings on new countertops at Colonial Marble and Granite. You're going to get up to 15% off all stone countertops and $500 off a tile backsplash with installation. You need to go to colonialmarble.net. Precious does seem like a really nice guy. His parents really saddled him.
I got to tell you, when you turn like 3 or 4 and you realize what your name is,
Precious?
I'm kind of taking it out on my parents a little bit.
I mean, Rufus?
You have to be a pro athlete with that name if you're a guy. Yeah. Like he couldn't have been an accountant.
No.
My certified CPA is Precious. Like you're just.
He could have been a poet.
You hate life.
He couldn't have been a security guard.
Well, he could have been one of the professional women out walking the strip. If he could have done that.
Oh yeah. Of course, Grossman goes to, or a drug dealer. That's where your mind's at right now?
Grossman walks those gritty streets. He knows these things.
Grossman's got bodies buried in some kind of basement.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
Why do you think him and Coach get along so well?
He knows where Jimmy Hoffa's buried.
Let's see what Jason in Newtown Square's got to say. Jason, good morning. You're on The Fanatic. Jason?
Good morning, guys. How are you? Good morning.
Doing well, buddy.
Good. I just wanted to talk about the Sixers tonight, and you guys hit on the last point. I'm sitting watching the game, screaming at the TV. Joel Embiid literally had a guy who was 6'8" and 220 pounds guarding him, and then a guy named Birch who's 6'9", 230 pounds, and he's out dancing around by the three-point line, 35 feet from the basket. Do you think that we're doing Toronto a favor by keeping him that far away from the basket? I mean, I do.
I
believe
I think what they're trying to do is to get Embiid the ball with some space. If he gets it down low, he's getting triple teamed. If he's up high and he's one-on-one, he can create space off the dribble, and I think that's what they're looking to do.
All right, we have 1.5 hours to go, and it is going to be a big day today. Phillies have a matinee game today that Bob will be watching.
Yep.
We have a NFL draft tonight that we're all over here in Las Vegas, and if we can track down Howie Roseman, maybe a lunch date, we're going to work on that. And the Sixers Game 6. It's a busy day. We'll put a big bow on it coming up. John Kincade Show, live from Las Vegas at the beautiful, beautiful Wynn here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, guys, I love betting new player props or game props with FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge. I combine prop bets from multiple games and now even multiple sports. They're called Same Game Parlay Plus, and you can only find them on FanDuel. Combine NBA player props you love with your favorite baseball home run hitters for a bigger payout. Today is such a great day, especially if you're a Philadelphia fan. You have the Phillies starting in just a few hours. Pick somebody there. Bryce Harper, 3 more hits last night. He's hitting the ball well. Maybe you grab him for a home run today, and then you double it up with some numbers. Maybe Joel Embiid, James Harden, whatever it might be in tonight's game. Also, you can check out their popular same-game parlay section where you can join the bets others are using and jump on them. Are you new to FanDuel? Well, then use promo code Bob to get your first bet risk-free up to $1,000. That's promo code Bob so they know I sent you. 21 plus and present in Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is the John Kincade Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
When a person is injured in a place of business or is the victim of a crime in those same places, what happens immediately afterwards is so very important. Let me explain. When you're injured or attacked in these places, you can make a claim, but it's on you to prove that the situation that caused your injury was known or should have been known by those in charge. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. So here's what's important and here's what we do. The sooner we can get our SWAT team out to investigate, the better. And listen, those responsible will work fast to repair and even hide what happened. And if you can't prove your case, you can't win your case. Time is of the essence. I even recommend having having someone go back with their cell phone to take pictures before you hire us. Don't let delay cost your family. Our injury SWAT team is ready to roll 24 hours a day. Injured? Dial Pound Law on your cell. Pound Law, that's all. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Well, folks, if you're looking for a new car, how about you make it a Mercedes-Benz? Start with the best at Mercedes-Benz of Fort Washington, Mercedes-Benz of Conshohocken, or Mercedes-Benz of Atlantic City. Now, just imagine yourself cruising around in the luxury of a Mercedes-Benz. You never regret it. Check out the completely redesigned 2022 SL with an advanced multi-screen, multi-touch digital cockpit that can recognize your fingerprint and respond to your natural voice. That's right. It's the Mercedes-Benz user experience that's intuitive and grows smarter over time. Now, if you're in the market for an electric vehicle, you got to see the all-new Mercedes-Benz EQS all-electric 2022 sedan. It's the first of its kind. It's fully electric vehicle, and it's incredible. As the weather gets warmer, you want to enjoy your ride. So test drive and get into your new Mercedes-Benz today by visiting the team I trust. They're Mercedes-Benz Fort Washington, Mercedes-Benz of Conshohocken, or Mercedes-Benz of Atlantic City. Tell them Mike Miss sent you. Experience car shopping the way it should be. Online at yourmercedes.com.
Take me out to the bowl game. Buy me some peanuts and crab rice too. It's cause reminding you to make sure your game day experience is so much better this year by stopping by Chickies and Pete's before the game for Pete's famous lobster pizza or Chickies bangin' shrimp burger. Ridiculous. And of course, Chickies world famous crab fries. Chickies and Pete's, the home of the real Philly sports fan. Baseball, basketball, football, for every season. It's the one and only Chickies and Pete's.
Get help managing your money for the life and years ahead. With Fidelity Income Planning, we'll look at what you've saved, what you'll need, and build a straightforward plan to generate income, even when you're not working. A plan that gives you the chance to grow your savings and create cash flow that lasts. Plus, you can start, stop, or adjust your plan at any time without the unnecessary fees. Talk to us today so we can help you go from saving to living. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
Let me be real with you people. The casino games on my Caesars Casino app are real. The slots are real. The blackjack is real. It's just like you're in a casino for real, which is awesome. But if I'm going to be real, you can't feed other players to the Tigers when they win, and I miss that. So download the Caesars Casino app.
Download Caesars Casino app. Must be 21. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. Mother's Day is almost here, and whether you are shopping for your mom, your wife, your daughter, whoever it might be, Family Company Jewelers is the place to go. No one comes close to their selection, their prices, and most importantly, their service. Go see the experts and find the perfect gift for that special woman in your life. Route 70, Marlton, New Jersey, or online at FamilyJewelers.com, South Jersey's diamond destination.
Family and Company Jewelers, South Jersey's diamond destination.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. So help safeguard your small business with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device on the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Internet required. Other restrictions apply.
We all reach tipping points in life. The weight of a low-paying job, unpaid bills, a new family. You can't keep going. That's where My Computer Career can help. In just months, not years, they can help you start a new life as an IT pro, even with no prior experience. Impossible? You learn online from home, and My Computer Career offers lifetime career services to help you find jobs with companies begging for IT pros. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Looking for a place to watch Game 6? Well, join Connor Thomas and Hunter Brody at 97.5 The Fanatic's official watch party tonight at the Bet Rivers Sportsbook at Rivers Casino in Philadelphia. Watch the game on the 52-foot massive video wall. Place your bets within steps of your seat. Enjoy beer specials and 76-cent wings, Sixers gear, and more. It's 97.5 The Fanatic's playoff watch parties at Rivers Casino Philadelphia. For details, go to the events page on 97.5thefanatic.com or riverscasino.com/Philadelphia. Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Philly loves a winner.
You know, for every family that has a college-bound student, this May 1st could be filled with a ton of anxiety because it's decision day. Which college is your son or daughter going to choose? Well, take my advice and relieve the stress and visit College Ave Student Loans. Try their easy-to-use student loan calculator, and you'll see what a future loan is going to look like and how you can make it work for you and your budget. And do it with your student. Do it now before you decide. CollegeAve.com, a better student loan experience. Trust me, you're going to breathe easier. Use CollegeAve.com.
Welcome back to the quickest podcast ever, brought to you by Kohl's. Today's topic, friends and family savings. Just in time for Mother's Day. Speaking of, I got my mom the cutest pajamas for just $27.99. A trendy spring dress for under $25 and 65% off fine jewelry. Ooh, she's one lucky lady. So am I. Did I mention I got an extra 25% off? And because I'm a Kohl's Rewards member, an extra $20 off? Count on Kohl's for more style and more savings. Select styles, 20 off 100 valid in-store only. 25% off ends May 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, A-U-D-A-C-Y. Check it out now. Now back to the John Kincade Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas and on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
We're live at the NFL Draft thanks to Philly Sports Trips, Chickies and Pete's, Philly Pretzel Factory, Window Nation, Iron Mountain Men's Health, and the all-new Bet Parks app. It's the John Kincade Show, live from the beautiful Wynn, Las Vegas. It is absolutely beautiful here. This place is gorgeous.
That is the nicest bathroom I've ever been to. Now, it took a cab ride to get there.
It does.
But good Lord, that is a nice bathroom.
Can I just point out something real
what's
quick?
That? What is that?
All right. Notice Pat's attire. He's got an Eagles T-shirt on.
Okay.
A Phillies hat on.
Yeah.
Okay. I have an Eagles hat on, an Eagles pullover on, and underneath my Eagles pullover, what do I have, John?
You have a 76ers.
76ers playoff shirt.
I packed mine, by the way.
I look over at Jamie.
Jamie's wearing olive green, which shocked the entire audience.
He doesn't like the local team.
Are you going to go take your nap in your Phillies PJs? Like, what are you doing, dude?
You got a Hog's Breath teeth shirt on. Does that count?
It's always it's always like a restaurant, an IPA brand.
A brand.
Like Philly's opening day
Jamie,
2 years in a row.
We are the sports talk station in Philadelphia, and you can't show any support to the locals?
I got an Eagles T-shirt at the hotel.
We're the only.
Okay, good for you.
Hey, when are you going to wear it? They only draft today.
Maybe it's at Blondie's later. I don't know.
We are the only sports station that actually felt it was important enough to be here at the draft. I mean,
right.
for God's sakes, Jamie.
I know. My bad.
Now, what do you have? Do you have an olive green Eagles thing for tomorrow?
I wish.
Your obsession with olive green is very interesting to me.
I like earth tones, John. Big earth tones guy.
Well,
is it
if
going
it works for you.
on your palate?
Yeah.
It's a very attractive on the palate because you're an attractive man. So look, Grussman's Grussman's had his eye on him a little bit.
Not get carried away.
I think it's doing it. We appreciate you all being with us today.
When John checked in and they asked, "Do you want to put any more names on the room?" John said, "I'll put Jamie."
Nope.
Just in case.
Nope. No, not doing that. But the Phillies, though, just give them a little bit of love here. Phillies bats have come alive, and again, you can't win the division in April, but you can lose it. And they stopped that bleeding. And now you're going to you win today. Mets are not playing today. You could go into a weekend series with the Mets, 4 games back. You're not worried about standings in May, but you need to make a statement against the Mets this weekend. And so the Phillies have been they're hitting the baseball. It's very enjoyable to watch.
Hey, look, after that, we were so excited for opening day, so excited about this lineup. And they take the first series against Oakland, and then all of a sudden things kind of went south. And the feelings got bad. If you would have said after those bad feelings that after 20 games you have the possibility of being 10-10, okay, good. Your starting pitching starting to come around. Your hitting starting to come around. I'm feeling the excitement back again that we felt before day one.
And that's good. That's what you're supposed to
The thing with them is they're going to have to eventually beat some good teams. I mean, Colorado's really bad. Oakland's
Colorado
really bad.
rolled in 10-5, though.
Yeah, but they're not good. I just need to see it versus some NL East teams.
I got you.
Yeah, before I start getting real excited, I need to see them beat a Mets or beat a Marlins. Or, maybe give the Braves a series and pull one out. I need to see some in-division stuff because I think this division's going to be a battle.
We're going to see the Mets 7 times in the next 10 days.
That's a huge momentum swing
It is. It's
early in the season.
Yeah,
I mean, because the Mets are on fire. They're already kind of separating themselves a little bit. Pete Alonso got tossed to the ground yesterday, which was
awesome.
hilarious. But you can't bury yourself in those 7
We
games.
will talk. We'll give that a little bit of play tomorrow morning, though.
As if things can't get worse for polar bears out there.
Well, I got great news for you, though, and Jamie and I were talking about it a little bit earlier. I got great news for you, Pat. Great news. Coach, great news for you. There's no need to do a typical preparation effort for tomorrow. We're reacting to the Sixers. We're reacting to the NFL draft. And the only preparation should be looking ahead to day 2 of the draft.
Yeah, I'll have some round 2 guys that I like.
Coach is excited. Now
Coach just got 8 minutes of his life back.
Yeah.
Coach is now, he is booked. Coach, the Bunny Ranch bus leaves at 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
You can hit it.
Air Force Amy.
Navy Natalie's waiting for you, big boy.
Hey,
Coach,
sailor.
Coach has
Bob's
a punch card with the 5th visit's free.
Bob's like, there it is. He's been waiting. He's like Costanza. He's got, or Elaine, where she had the card for the free sub.
Yeah.
And she was waiting for the last punch. There it is. Let's confront our biggest fears. Let's be men about this.
I want to be a man.
Well, let's confront our biggest fears going into the first round of the 2022 draft. What is your greatest fear tonight? Verbalize it. Let's speak it out. Put it into the universe by saying, this is what I'm scared of. Because I think if we confront our fears, we will not be pushed by it. I have mine. I want to see if any of you get mine.
Mine is that the Eagles stay at 15 and reach. Take someone that none of us had going in the top 15 that many would look at and say, really? I don't want question marks. I want exclamation points. My biggest fear is having question marks tomorrow about the first pick, whether they keep it or not, whatever goes on, move up, whatever it may be. That first pick that they take in the first round cannot be a question mark for me.
All right, that is not mine. Jamie?
I don't want them filling a position need ahead of best player available.
That's a good one.
Elaborate.
I want them sticking to their board. If they, feel a desperation for a cornerback, but Andrew Booth is their 7th guy on the board and Jamison Williams is number 2, I don't want them filling the cornerback need just because they feel as though they have to. I want them. I think there's enough holes on this team that you just go best player available and don't overthink it.
Mine is
that's not mine either.
Trading one pick completely out of the first round and trading the other one back and not having a plan, a la Chip Kelly when he drafted Marcus Smith.
That was my number 2. You're right. That's a good one,
the
too.
initial deal to trade back is too good, and you think you can get some guys there, and then all of the guys you thought were going to fall to you end up going, and you end up taking an undersized linebacker.
Pat Egan.
Is that yours?
It's read my mind.
Guys, I'm out.
I am so confused. I'm so anxious.
Let's hit the strip club.
That Howie may decide to get a little too cute with it, and that he goes, well, I can get the guy that I want, and then somebody snakes him, jumps up and I don't want him to overplay his hand. If they trade up once, and again, I do not think they will pick 15. I do not think they will pick 18. And I'm getting killed by it by some people here going, are you kidding me? Of course they're going to use one of those picks. I think they're going to trade out of both. I think they're trading up, and I think they're trading back. But I just hope he doesn't play it too cute.
It keeps going through my head, John, him saying in that voice that he has that I'm not even going to try to imitate, well, the guy that we decided to move back to take at 25, we thought was just as good at what we could have gotten at 15 or 18 because it's such a deep draft. I'm just saying, I am fearful of that, Pat. When I wrote this out last night, exactly what you said was my second thought. Oh.
And they also say to you that there was the talk on NFL Network of who would be the team. There are a bunch of teams they had on a graphic that all have 2 number 1 picks for next year. And they asked the panel, who do you think would be the most likely team to end up coming out of this draft and having 3 number 1 picks for next year? And every one of them said Eagles. And that scares me.
That does scare. I don't want to go from 3 first-round picks to
having one player. Yes,
that's just not fun, especially when the Giants are in a really sweet spot tonight. There at what is it, 4 and 7? They could get 2 franchise-changing players. That why give them a whole player up on you in this draft? You know what I mean? Like, they're already drafting higher. Why allow them to double down and you're just going to get 1?
I don't have a problem with it necessarily if it's a situation like what the Giants kind of did with Chicago last year, where they knew that Chicago was going to be bad and probably be a top 5, top 10 pick. So they traded all the way back. They're going to manipulate a couple of these teams with that pick 15 if one of those quarterbacks is sitting there. Because it's obvious the Saints traded up with them to get a quarterback, and they didn't trade up, I think, for the right pick. So I do think that they could finagle a way to get more picks and more assets. I'm not opposed to that, but
here's words that I'm afraid that we're going to say tomorrow early in the show.
What's that?
Well, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see.
Oh no, I hate that.
Right?
That's
You know,
awful.
like they go back, or they got a couple of second rounders, or we have to wait for tomorrow night or for next year. I don't want that.
No, I don't want
want
that
a
either.
definitive answer tomorrow.
I want to be able to know when head goes on the pillow tonight. And again, if it's Georgia and Alabama, I may not go to bed. If they pick a Georgia player and an Alabama player, I may not go to bed because I would realize that would be like Jameson and Jordan Davis. That would make me so happy. That would be I would think that would be.
My final mock feels too good.
No, I think here's the weird thing about your final mock, and everybody can get it, right? It's up there
it's
now.
on 97.5thefanatic.com. We tweeted it out as well.
And you can get in the Beat the Bro contest.
I just don't feel like going that right twice for us.
Jamie,
You know what I mean?
Jamie, what I got to tell you, though, is that your players, I really do think you nailed the players.
General neighborhood of the players.
And I think that there's a lot, like, as far as, now I'm saying, hey, Jamie, good job. You're sort of thinking like I think. But I mean, I think he sort of nailed the players.
What terrifies me in a way is, and this is not a joke, I mean, Jamie has drafted, quote unquote, better than the Eagles have the past, since I've known you. And like,
because they overthink it. Sometimes
players,
it's simple.
The players that you have, whatever draft it is, you'll go, they need this guy, and they need this guy. They end up passing on that guy and getting too cute, overthinking it. They end up with egg on their face. And that's what terrifies me is you sit there and you're going to go, okay, they should take this guy and this guy in your mock. They pass on those guys who possibly are available, and we're sitting here in 9 months going, here we go again.
Look at this guy.
That is a legit fear of mine.
Yeah.
If I'm telling you this, if they had an opportunity to get Kyle Hamilton and they don't get him, I'm going to be really pissed off.
I would be too, actually.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
If he's on the board at 15
I don't
and they
believe
pass.
Now, though, the New York Daily News, they had in their mock that Kyle Hamilton goes 4 to the Jets.
So I had him.
And then the Texans, or 3 to the Jets, and then Texans had him. Like, both of the major newspapers have him being a top 5 pick today. So there could have been just a lot of smoke.
I had a 9th on my confidence pool that we're doing.
Right.
But I think that the 9 is because they trade up to get him.
That'd be awesome.
I think he falls enough where they go, okay, we'll give you a 3rd to trade up a couple spots, or a 3rd and a 4th or whatever.
Jamie, I love your draft today a lot. My one thought that was weird. All right, so the Chargers at 17, I think you have a great mind thinking that they should take Penning because you want to get that offensive line situated in front of
They got
Herbert.
weapons. They got some defensive players.
They have good defensive players. So they have Bosa, and who do they?
They got J.C. Jackson this offseason.
Yeah, but they got somebody
And they
else.
have my man Asante Samuel Jr.
So
and they got
who's the other rusher that they picked up in the
not Von
offseason?
Miller, is it? No.
Vaughn went to Buffalo.
Why am I blanking
I know, I'm blanking on
it's all right.
anyway.
No, Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know what
so
he's
what
got
if
in the
they
tank.
go? What if they
Yeah,
go
that's
Khalil
fair.
Mack and they have Bosa as your rush, and they say, you know what? Let's just make this defense great in a division that has unbelievable quarterbacks, and they take Jordan Davis at 17, and then the Eagles are sitting there and like, what do we do?
Then I think it could possibly be trade back time.
That's basically.
No, I think it would be
That's
trade
basically
back.
what they told you they were doing, though. You know, they basically said when they traded for Khalil Mack that very thing. We're in a division with amazing quarterbacks,
Right.
and we got to get after it. It's the same theory that Houston had when they took Mario Williams first overall. Like, we're in a division with killers. We got to sack the quarterback.
Yeah.
They can't be back there comfortable.
That
So that's
division's
a
crazy.
reality, Bob. that-
Yeah, I
that
know.
you
That's
brought
the
up.
one thing I was thinking when Jamie did that. I was like, I hope the Eagles just don't say, okay, well then let's go offensive lineman, and then they take Penning. I don't know. Tonight is going to be so.
Would it actually
interesting.
shock anyone if they went Linderbaum? Because it wouldn't shock me at all.
Well, if they traded back and did Linderbaum, I'd be fine.
Would it disappoint you?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I would see the value in it, but it wouldn't be sexy. I wouldn't be going, yeah. You know what I mean?
You're basically picking up a guy that's not going to play probably for a couple of years.
Probably a year.
A year,
I
probably.
hope Jason Kelsey's kind of been honest with them, and I'm sure he would be, about his long-term vision, because that heavily influences, that type of thing.
I think he's probably let them know. But he could also say,
I might
tell
take
you
it
what.
at the end of the year.
I'll
if I
tell
feel
you at the end of the
good.
year. Yeah, exactly.
And that could very well be what we end up with. I think of this day that's dawning. It's dawning here in Vegas. You guys have had daylight for quite a few hours back home. The idea of the Phillies with a day game, just trying to keep that momentum going before they head into a big series with the Mets. Then the build up to the NFL draft. We'll have our party with Philly Sports Trips this afternoon. It's
gonna be fun.
And it's a pre-game Sixers and a draft
It is,
party.
yeah. I mean, because the party
And a
ends as
post-game
the Sixers
Phillies party.
And
Dude, are you paid by the team and we didn't know this?
I don't understand how you guys aren't excited to watch a baseball game at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
That's cool.
That is cool.
It's cool as can be. We can watch sports all
Okay,
day.
so you know what? So
That
let
is
me,
cool.
Let me.
nap
I'm
every
gonna let
day.
you in on a little secret. Okay?
No, I can't.
never
What's
told anyone about
What's the
this.
secret?
So Bob, you can actually go home and you can, and this is like on the
don't
East
wanna
Coast.
do that.
Bob, let me finish. Let me finish before you say. You're like trying to get a child to eat vegetables. So you go home and you can DVR a game and not watch it, and you can wake up the next day at 10 a.m. and you can watch that game.
Yeah,
But
then you
they're
would've never
already
slept
playing
for work.
again, so why would I do that? That's
No, but they
silly.
haven't played
by
yet.
10 a.m.
They haven't played yet.
No, wait a minute. You just said
Dude, they have a 10 o'clock game. We can watch a game at 10 o'clock.
Pat
We
just
could- I'm not
used-
going to, but we could.
Pat used an analogy about that you could, have a little kid, getting a little kid to eat vegetables.
Yeah.
With his big giant bag of Swedish fish.
What's the last
and
vegetable
his
you
Skittles.
ate there,
Seriously, what
Egan?
did they make
I like
vegetables?
had a watermelon Skittle.
No, hey, first of all, every PJ's appearance that we
You do go Brussels.
I get Brussels sprouts. I like vegetables. I'm not opposed to it.
All right.
All right,
I'm
but
not opposed.
But they don't have bags of Brussels sprouts at CVS. They have bags.
Now,
of Swedish
by the way,
fish.
the Brussels at PJ.
They're delightful.
Aren't they a little like?
so
Aren't they
good.
like sauced up or?
No,
There's a little sauce char going on.
yeah.
Garlic kind of salty.
I'll tell you what it is.
Jake.
Delicious.
It
is what
is
it is.
so good.
So the deal is is it off to breakfast, or is it off to bed?
Breakfast.
For what?
It's got to be
Now?
I eat breakfast.
Oh, yeah, breakfast.
Got to have breakfast.
Starving.
But Jamie, Jamie didn't. seem as
I've debated
enthusiastic.
this. I'm gonna go breakfast.
You're gonna go breakfast.
But part of me wanted to just go right nap.
and then go right nap. Well, we're not going to get a good nap. We're going to get a good nap in. I mean, this is fun. Can you imagine Cuz and Mike Missinelli today on a draft day? Cuz there is no Eagles version of Play the Song, but this is a very pivotal day. We could talk one day about this draft being what spurs them on to their second Super Bowl title.
Let's hope so. Yeah, let's hope so.
I mean, really, we could.
Yeah.
We could go back and go, these decisions.
They could be
on this
foundational
day.
pieces. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
when you're rebuilding a defense that has 4 holes in it, and you know what doesn't have holes in it, John?
What's that?
Your heating and air conditioning, if you let CNC take care of you. Your local and still family-owned and operated experts for 50 years, proudly servicing Bucks and Montgomery counties. Visit cc-hvac.com.
By the way, the video today, if you're watching on YouTube, now that's the monitor,
Pat.
right? So I'm looking at the monitor. That's what the people would see.
That little guy over
No, but is that what people would see on YouTube?
No, it's over here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
that's what
seeing
they're seeing.
that.
What's on that? Right, exactly.
I don't know what they're seeing,
looks
man.
like-
Just
it looks
go.
like Mystery Science Theater 3000 to me.
It does. It looks bad.
Which
I can't
Bob-
believe I'm
which
out.
I'm sure Bob never watched.
I can't believe I'm on screen.
One
This
of
is
my
exciting.
favorite things I ever watched on television. They would sit with robots and make fun of bad movies.
I'm out on the robots.
You would not watch the
This
robots?
is where Bob goes.
No.
Well, the Sixers play tonight.
Yeah, this is where. No, this is where. This is where.
Let's go take a
nap. Now, would Anthony? I don't think Anthony would be a Mystery Science Theater.
No, I don't
3000
think
guy
so.
either.
I don't think
No,
so.
Anthony
I don't think
would
he
be
would
sitting with me watching the Phillies game.
Sports
this morning.
reporters.
Yes. Let's watch Sports Reporters. Let's watch Baldy's breakdowns.
That's what men do. They watch
We
sports.
watch sports. They'll be all
Drink
over it.
beer, watch sports.
Anthony is going to be at his. He's going to be on a. He's going to be on a wire.
It's a big day for
today.
him, yeah.
He's going to be on a wire today.
He talks to a lot of people in the league, so I'm curious what nuggets he throws out to the people today.
Well, the names that are going to fall into the lap tonight.
Yeah,
Exactly. This could be the next jersey you buy.
it could be.
The next.
yeah.
This could be the next guy you say he's going to be here.
If they go get a Kyle Hamilton, just go buy the jersey tomorrow.
Go buy the Hamilton.
My biggest dream tonight is that you're sitting there, the 14th pick is taken, and we're all sitting going,
Yes, he's on the board.
No, or you go, oh my God, there's 3 guys on the board
Yeah.
that you want, like something
That
like
would
that
be
happening.
You know, here's my fear though, and this ended up working out, but it took a while for it to work out. Is another repeat of Earl Thomas, where Earl Thomas is sitting there,
do that?
sitting on
Well,
the
that
board,
bring-
and you're like, yes, he's gonna. He's there.
Why?
And then all of a sudden.
Why? But don't put the negativity thought.
Yeah,
into
why
everybody's
did you?
head
Why do you
today.
want to end
Because
the show
it's a
like
fear-
that,
it's a
Pat?
fear that
Go
I
to
have.
bed. Go
All
take
right,
your little nap.
we all say Sixers win except for
Go watch
Bob.
your
Night,
little, go watch
night,
little
night, Patty.
Phillies game.
So except for Bob, we all say Sixers win.
And Gruss.
All right, what is the? Let's go to the real quickly because we're not going to do the audio time. We're going to put it out there though. I'm saying a Sixers victory tonight. I will go 113-98.
Oh,
Jesus, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, he is a good
Way to-
man.
way
That
to-
guy.
way to
That
put it
guy-
out there.
That guy is a good man.
I think this momentum thing is real that Toronto has going on, and I just don't see the Sixers being able to overcome it tonight. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. Toronto's going to have their way that way defensively. I'm looking at 98-95 Toronto.
Come on, Jane.
Bob, you're
Damn
the
it,
worst.
Bob. I think the Sixers pull it out. I think it's a hard-fought game. I think the line's a 1.5, which I feel comfortable with. I think the Sixers win. I'm going to go 111-104.
Okay.
I don't know what this team is.
Yeah, that's
I
the biggest
don't. I
thing.
mean,
None of us does.
and I've said they're going to hammer this team the last two games. They haven't. I got the Sixers winning 108-101.
Great job, Dylan. We appreciate you supervising Connor and Heavy Chevy while we are here in Vegas. Grussman pretends that he doesn't like us. He really doesn't, but he really pretends it will. And, of course, for the coach, Eric Camille. For all of us here at the John Kincade Show, tomorrow morning, we will be with you live at 6 a.m. And I'm predicting a huge party day, like fun, frivolity, oddities.
Pants optional?
I don't know. At the Win, they frown on that.
They frown, but they don't kick you out for it, right?
Could happen.
Pants optional, boys. You heard it here first.
Be with us tomorrow
Will
at
we
6.
be wearing pants or not?
Do not turn the dial from the Fanatic all day long. We're where you want to be, the station that cared enough to be here for the 2022 NFL Draft. Have a great day, everybody.
This is the John Kincade Show, live from